One stand, please. You may be seated. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I gave you certain admonitions yesterday before you left for the day. Does any juror have anything to report? If you do, raise your right hand. For the record reflect that none of the jurors have raised their right hand. I believe we were beginning cross-examination. Mr. Scott?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Fraley. How are you?
Good morning, sir. Fine, thank you.
I want to start where General Harper left off yesterday.
Okay.
You were asked, you conducted an interview of Megan February the 25th of 2000.
Yes, sir. Myself and Detective Licklider from the Sheriff's Department.
And in that interview, you talked with her about the child being dead
Yes, sir.
and some other things.
Yes, sir.
Judge, this time would ask to show that video.
Hold on.
Maybe he may have held on when he got it.
No.
Oh, not day you in. You know this, okay. You know that. This is the last day. If you had.
tell you where I think you all
I will. And look where it's going. Yeah, but don't we need to bring her on, man? Don't wait us on like this on too long. Okay? This is for your baby. This is to give her the proper, where's she at?
There's only two places I can make the brush you feet.
Where's she
She
at?
said, think that there's somewhere closer. I think she's somewhere at Dad's or at house.
Okay, his house?
Maybe somewhere like, that like the dog store. I think she's either there or she's somewhere at Dad's. So she's somewhere close.
Underneath the dock at Hunter's.
I don't know if she's gonna be there. I'm just,
Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm not putting words in your mouth.
that is just my theory. She has to be
No,
more
I
places.
don't want, we're not looking at fears, son. You need to bring her
She
home.
said, he said that she was somewhere close. They'll let you places I can think that he would take her.
This is, you're not honest with you. Okay, but you know this part.
I don't know for sure. I'm trying to help you all. I swear I am at this point in time.
This is the ending. Okay, let's bring her home to bring her home.
There's a bunch of places I think that he would even have time to take her. She'll do not very long.
Well, regardless of time, there has to be a reason that you would know that. Okay, because that,
He said she was somewhere close.
in that time, there's only X amount of places she could be. Okay, but you're specifically narrowing down those two places, right? You know.
I think she was somewhere close.
Help me with this, Megan. When he took her out with the driver, how was she dressed?
That picture I have of her, she's got her old penguin suit.
She's in the penguin suit. She's wrapped up in her blanket.
She was wrapped up in
Did you give her to him?
a picture
You picked her up, where was she?
on the bed. I held her for hours because I didn't want to let her go.
And that's okay. We need to bring her home. Okay? We need to bring her home today. Just tell us where we can go get her.
I don't know for sure how old you are. I think she's at.
Okay, hold on. You held her for hours.
Yeah.
She was in what? How was she dressed?
That picture of me and her were sitting outside the trailer and she
Yes.
was smiling and she has that little purple thing on.
Yes.
She was
And she was wrapped up in a blanket.
like a dark colored blanket, a thick fleece blanket.
And he took her from you? Where did he put her? What car was he driving?
I read the car.
The red car? Did he put her in the trunk?
I don't know. I didn't go out
Did you go
there.
outside with him? What time of day was it?
It was close to the dark.
Was it close to dark or was it
It was
dark?
close to the dark.
What day was it?
I don't know what day it was for sure, to be honest with you.
So, how long was he gone?
Less than an hour,
Was it 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 45 minutes?
maybe like 45. And he kept saying she couldn't work on his father.
Did he ever take you back to where it was? Between then and now? And this was in December, early December. Was it after you started working at the
He was
chicken?
asking for everywhere.
How long after?
Not too long.
You started on Monday, right?
Right?
Was it Tuesday?
No, it was a
Wednesday?
week or two after.
It's a week or two after.
Close for 2 weeks.
So about December 10th. What do you remember about that day? Did you wake up or what happened?
I don't know. I rolled over on her. I don't think I did. I think he did it. It was an accident.
So he was sleeping in bed with you? Was the three of y'all together? In the bed?
Between us.
Okay.
I should have put her just on outside. I slept with her almost every night of her life before that, and I never once rolled over on her.
But when you woke up, she wasn't breathing. Is that what you're telling us?
Her head was like buried in her pillow. She wasn't breathing.
Okay. So, there. So do you tell him, hey,
I was panicking. He was like, well, you can't call anyone. We're both going to go
why
to
can't you
jail.
call someone
And he said we were both going to go to jail if he didn't care of it.
for her? For her just rolling over, or you rolling over on him? Or on her?
I don't think I rolled over on her there. I don't know if he did an accident or what. But like I said, I slept with her like her whole life before that. With her up against me right next to me, I never rolled over on her.
We need to bring her home, man. You need that peace. Mom needs that peace. Everybody needs that peace. We need that peace. Help us bring her home. You're the only one that
And I
knows.
told you all the only places I know he could have went.
Where? Name it.
My dad's in his house.
When you say your dad's, where are you talking about your dad?
I'm ready for you.
Because he wouldn't have taken her inside the house and said, hey, Tommy.
Well, I don't know. I think there was
Why
a
would he take her back to Tommy's?
He said he was going to take her somewhere close.
See, I don't think he would have taken her to Tommy's. That's too much of a risk. Why would he do that?
I don't know.
What if your dad would have caught him? I don't think she went there.
Look, can you all just please check and then
We're going to check
her?
everywhere we believe she may be.
Okay.
But again, we need to understand where she's at.
I don't know for sure where she's at.
When you say for sure,
I just have guesses and I've told you two what they are.
and why has Hunter never spoke to you about this?
I don't want to
When
know.
he came back, what did he say?
I put her somewhere close.
Did he say how he put her?
No, I
Did he
didn't want
throw
to
her in
know.
the trash can? Did he throw her in the lake? Did he bury her?
I didn't want to know.
What did he say?
Just that she was somewhere close and not to worry about it.
Megan, you've lied to us for 6 days now. I need you to be truthful with me today.
I am being truthful.
No, just hear me out, okay? I need you to be truthful with me today. We're getting there. We need her brought home. She don't need to be laying out in the woods in the cold anymore. She needs to be buried. She deserves that. You need to help us bring her home. Please. Tell us where she's at.
I don't know for sure. I really don't. I don't want to know.
I think you do, Maggie. I think you're scared to tell us.
I don't. I told you go into places I think she could be.
When you say the boat dock, what do you mean by the boat dock?
I don't know. Maybe he buried her there or what.
Did he mention the boat dock?
No, but he said he took her somewhere close and he wasn't gone very long.
Did he drive away with her? Was she placed in the trunk?
I don't know for sure.
You didn't look out the window.
No, I didn't want to.
Who did you call?
Nobody. I was scared to call anybody.
Did he call you while he was gone?
No.
And it was dark. Close to getting dark.
It was dark by the time he got back.
It was light when he left and dark when he got back. We need to bring her home. If she's laying out there somewhere, she deserves better than that.
I don't know. I told you all which places I could take her.
Okay.
What are you all going to tell my dad when you go to search his property?
What should we tell him?
I don't know.
Is she buried on that property?
I don't know if she is or she isn't. I really don't know. There's still which places I know that he didn't have time to go to
Did
because
her take a shovel?
no.
Did he take a trash bag? Did he carry her out in that blanket, a box, or in a box? Jump up in the
I
box?
stayed in the bedroom. I just had her wrapped up in a dark colored blanket.
How big was this blanket?
It was like a normal size, like fleece blanket.
So when you say wrapped her up, so you describe that to me.
Like, you know, you swaddle a baby.
Okay. So did you leave her face exposed?
So it sounds stupid, but I didn't want her to be cold, so I wrapped her up in a blanket.
So she was her whole body was wrapped up.
Except for her face. You know how you swaddle a
Her face
baby?
was open.
You know how you swaddle a baby?
Mhm.
So I wrapped it up. I didn't want her to be cold.
Well, we're going to keep her in the baby. She's still out there, and we need to bring her home. And you can help us with that.
There's a bunch of places I'm trying to go look for it. I need that.
So Hunter's dock, underneath Hunter's dock.
Or just around the dog.
Okay.
No, thank you if you did take her to his house. He's not stupid enough to, you know what I mean? Put her somewhere inside the house. His dad owns property right next to that place too.
How long did you hold her?
For a long time.
All day?
I didn't want to let her go.
How did you know she was dead?
Because she wasn't breathing. Her eyes were open.
Her eyes were open.
She wasn't breathing. I tried to give her CPR, but it's good, but she was already gone.
How did you try to give her CPR?
Mouth to mouth.
What else?
That's it. I just held her. Like,
Did she gag or anything while you were trying to give CPR to her?
no.
How did she feel?
What do you mean?
Was she cold?
No.
She's still warm? What about the color?
She was still
Was she
there.
blue?
No, not really.
What did she look like?
Just like her. As the day went on, she got colder and put up her in the blanket because I didn't want her cold.
And you don't remember what day that was?
No. I know it sounds bad, but I'm just trying to block it out of my memory as much as I can.
Where would you look at your day?
I don't know if that's a lot of property back in there.
Back behind his house? So where does that connect to? Where does the back of his property connect to?
I don't know. I don't know.
So you,
Yeah, that's what's there. There's that creek and like right up to the asphalt, stuff like that.
Is she in one of those asphalt piles?
I don't know, I really don't.
Is there a lot of asphalt piles on his property?
I don't know if there is any or not.
So I've not been out there, I don't know, I'm asking.
I don't
Again, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Help us bring her home. She don't deserve another night out there in the cold and alone. She needs to be brought home.
I don't know, I really don't. I don't know if he took her in the trash can or not. When he came back, it was gone. I didn't want to ask.
Your trash can and the trailer was gone.
I didn't want to ask.
Was there a dumpster anywhere there close?
I don't know. You have to look.
Enough to where when you lived there, what did you normally do with your trash?
Took it to the road and the trash can.
So you said to the trash can, stay inside trash can, or outside
On the inside.
Just when you kept in the kitchen.
I don't know if he took it with you or not. I didn't want to know.
You said you sit there and looked at her.
Yeah.
When you woke up and she wasn't breathing, tried to give her CPR. What did her eyes were open? Were they bloodshot?
No.
Were there any bruising around her eyes?
No.
She just looked like she always did, just like she was at peace asleep.
No, her eyes were open.
Her eyes were open. Not bloodshot or bruised.
Not really, no.
Because I can't help but think that's probably a lasting image that you think about Evelyn. So you'll know her bloodshot eyes were bloodshot or not, or black, and you're not saying they were.
No.
Okay, that they were just open.
I didn't want to let her go. She wasn't cold when she started getting cold. I thought that the blanket around her, so I didn't want her to go home.
What woke you up? Was she choking or crying
No. I just woke
or
up.
kicking?
No.
If we talk to Hunter, what will he tell us?
The same thing he's been telling you, that he's never met Evelyn because he told me not to tell anybody that he would go back to jail.
If he has never met Evelyn, how do we make that connection that he has?
I don't know.
Was he ever out in public with her? During this time, how long had you all started dating?
Not long.
Talk about not long, like a week,
Yeah.
a couple of weeks, a
A week.
month? So prior to you starting at the chicken shack, you
No, I didn't know him.
didn't know him. So the first day you met him was an interview for that job?
Yeah.
When was that?
I don't know.
You started on Monday.
Right? I think it was a couple
The
days
day
before.
before, like on Friday or Saturday?
It was probably like a day or two before.
Did you go there in person and fill out an application?
Yeah. Evelyn shut the
And that's the
door with
first
my
time?
friend Bailey.
Okay, and that's the first time you ever saw him.
Mhm.
What happened?
I just filled out an application, that's it.
Did he ask you out on the dates when I met
No,
you?
not until I started working there.
So you started working, he said, okay, you're hired. You started working on December 2nd, on a Monday, correct? And then start starting at work. And tell me what happened, Joe, got on a day, Monday night, Tuesday, tell
I
me
don't
about it.
remember the day, I really don't.
Whatever day, whenever you say the first day after the application, that the first time you met him, You started working, we know that was on a Monday. That's easy. Y'all started flirting at work. Did y'all go out Monday night, that first night?
No, I don't remember what night we went out. I'm just being honest, I really don't.
Okay. But at some point, he started staying with you at the camp, or at the trailer.
Just one night.
He stayed in one night. Then you said he stayed a couple more nights.
I didn't say that.
You said he had slept together.
Just the one time.
Said y'all slept together in the bed with her between,
Me and him.
not with her.
She slept in between us.
And so I'm saying, you said you'd done that a couple of nights and
No, I said I've done it 1,000 times where she slept with me. Like her whole life, she slept with me in bed.
And then the one night he stayed was the first night he met her, correct?
I mean, no, he'd seen her like in the car with me at the chicken shack.
Okay. Like a couple days when you went to get the application, when you applied with Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
And
I came to measure the parking lot. They wanted it redone, and I had her in the car with me.
when was that?
I don't know a day.
But you told these guys the other day, y'all went through a timeline. I think I wasn't in there. But y'all went through a timeline.
I don't remember what day I measured the parking lot. I really don't. The day they opened, I came back to the drive-thru after I left, and she was in the car with me too. In the back seat, the car seat. The pink and gray one you all have.
Mhm. Do you think he took her in that trash can?
I don't know, but it was gone. I never wanted to know.
And that's the only two places.
I don't know where else it's close. I think my dad owns those storage units across from the trailer. You know what I'm talking about?
Does Hunter have a storage building rented from him or something there?
No, but I mean,
Or do you?
no, they're abandoned.
Where do you put the baby at there?
I don't know. You are asking me guesses. I'm giving them to you. He likes the lake a lot.
Does he have a boat or anything like that?
He used to.
When you talk about the boat dock, you mentioned boat dock. What do you mean by that? Does he own a boat dock or?
They're behind his dad's house. If you go to 217 Sandy Point Drive and look in the back door, there's 3 huge ass boat docks. I promise you will not miss them. They're wide.
And that's
Have you
one.
been to that house?
I-
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I did.
Okay.
But of those 3 huge ones that you had, which,
I don't know.
where would you think?
I really don't know, to be honest with you. The only thing I think of is maybe put her in the lake or something.
You think you would walk in from there and walk down to the lake?
What do you mean?
What do you
There's
mean?
no water there right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You would have to walk down the dock and walk to the lake.
Or you can get to the lake not too far from my trailer. Because it was Lake View Mobile Home Park before my dad.
Is there a place you can drive down from there?
I really don't know, to be honest. Isn't there like an access something on Sugar
That's what
Hall?
I'm asking. I don't know.
There is. You're talking about the ramp, the new ramp they built down there? There is. You talking about the one on Sugar Hall, or you talking about the one on the Long Bridge? Just before the bridge. They built a new ramp down there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay. Which one are you talking about on Sugar Hall?
Well, I just passed the one that's just Sugar Hall access part.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me talk to my mom.
You will. Let us put this baby in red. Okay? You come off that part. All right, we talked. This is-
Those are the only places I know for you all to go look, I swear.
You're positive.
Positive.
Listen,
Those are the only places you could
so
get there.
you're telling me all these other stories that you told. All those before, those are lies. This is the truth.
This is the God's honest truth.
Okay, that timeline, all the dates that you gave, all that stuff prior, and all that stuff was made up. And why do you want to come clean now? What benefit do you have?
I don't, but you talk to me. To be honest with me.
Is it for me or is it for your baby?
For my baby, but you're the one who were like, hey, like, it's been going on long enough, you know what I'm saying?
It's time to put an end to it. You have no idea.
I told you the only place that I think you could have won in that short time frame.
I'm gonna step in here, I'm gonna try to look in the map for most places.
Can you bring me a map and I'll try to mark on it where I think?
You did a great thing.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna grab a chair. Here we got some maps. Let's see. We got that one. We got this one. Okay, 543 Muddy Creek. Is that his dad's?
No, that's not. This is his dad.
Okay, so we got 3 maps here. So here, just take this. And you, I know they're kind of small. This is where, that's where you were staying, I think, right? That's
Yeah,
correct.
that's Bethel Road.
Okay, this is Sandy Point Street.
Yeah.
This is Muddy Creek Road. And this is where your trailer was, right? Is that right
Yeah.
there?
Well, where's the access part of Sugar Hole Road?
So
Is this it right here?
you got Sugar Hall, and you should have the Ball Bridge here.
Maybe there's Sugar Hole Road away. Okay, so right across from here, there's like a storage building, like going back up towards that, whatchamacallit.
But you said those are empty, right? Or,
It's
and
just
on
like,
those?
I don't know.
Okay.
I thought my dad might have gone this earlier.
You just mark wherever you think, like I said, you mentioned that he had just a limited amount of time.
Well, those are the only places I came on this map.
Okay,
that you
well,
really
then
want
you
to
just
see.
mark where,
This is like the storage unit.
and is that for both of them?
That's the access part of Sugar.
Where's his dad's house? Is that here?
Yeah. Well, I don't know anywhere else except for there and Muddy Creek.
Okay, well, just mark that, mark what that is, both dots. Put your legs down. Is his,
So I just put Randy's house.
yeah, that's fine. Okay. Anything else you can think of? And if you don't care, just mark, I don't think storage. I think from what you're telling me, if she's in one of these 2 places, so just write what she was wearing if you don't care. And that's just whatever, what'd you say her clothing was? Was it a real jumpsuit,
Yeah,
Purple
it's
fleece.
sleeper.
and a sleeper, or was she wrapped up in a blanket? Now, those, hey, this might be hard for you. Write down how she was. Her eyes open. Just like she was sleeping, right? No bloodshot. They were open. She was warm. And all the color was there. She wasn't blue or gray or anything like that, right? Okay. All right. And that would have been 1st of December. Okay, is that right? Like the first week,
Second week probably.
second week. And that's December. Anything else you can think of? Anybody else you think Hunter may have told? his best friend, I'm just asking, you may or may
The only
not.
person I know that he's really close to is his mom.
Do you think she knows anything?
His mom would defend him like to the end of the earth.
Okay.
Because I know exactly he's gonna be like, well, I didn't have anything to do with that. He's gonna go back to jail, and his mom likes that and support him on whatever the hell he says to her.
What else has he been in jail for?
I don't know.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I don't.
All right. Let me go out here. Do you need to leave, or do you want to hang out here? What do you want to do?
Well, I can't leave.
Huh? Why not?
I figured you all were going to arrest me after I told you
For what?
for withholding information.
Why would we arrest you?
For withholding information and impeding an investigation.
Well, here's how this works, and again, I'm not talking to you much, but I need you to understand. Number one, I need you to understand that I'm not gonna lie to you about anything, okay? That's not what I'm in the business of doing. I need you to understand too, that we confer with the DA's office, okay? Before we make any kind of decision like that, that's out of our hands. But I need you to understand that I can help you. Okay? You've not helped yourself at all during this whole ordeal. You know that. You're not done. No way in shape or form are you done, Maggie. You're smarter than this and what you've let on. You have lied repeatedly. More times than we, and to be honest, didn't you go on the news last night and say that TBI, who?
Christy.
You go on the news last night and tell that TBI is not doing our job. You've been up here 100 times. How many TBI agents you see running around? How many Sullivan County investigators you see running around? How many FBI agents you see? We are breaking our backs to bring her home. Then you go out there and do that. That bothers us. But again, we're not in it for anything but to get and bring her home. And you hold the key to that. So with that being said, we're the only ones that can help you. And what I mean by that, and I want you to hear me out, what I mean by that is that when we talk to that DA's office and they say, hey, what did she, well, they're going to say, hey, because we have talked to them, we know she's lied for 6 days now, 5 days, whatever it is. I haven't seen her. Many of us have not seen a full night's sleep in well over a week because of this. But when they go to and say, hey, what did she tell you other than the lies? Because how many lies have you told us? How many? Dozens? Just say it. Let me help you. I'm here to help you. How many lies have you told us? A lot. Every day you've talked to us, right? I need to go to him, the DA, and say, look, I get it, she lied. She was a scared mother who didn't know what to do. Okay? But today, when he and I were in here and talked to us, when you first talked to him, she started to tell us the truth. That truth is what's going to be able for me and him to go to the DA and say, hey, we know she told all these lies. She's telling the truth now. If we can help her, we'll go to bat for her. And that's what we're willing to do, is to go to bat for her. Regardless of how many lies you've told, we can start over right now. And I can go to bat for you and say, hey, look, she was scared. We just need to bring her home. Like, you need to help us do that. This is a start. But you should, again, you just need to understand my perspective. You've been lied to before. How did it make you feel?
No.
And that was over probably something trivial. A boyfriend lied to you about going out with a girl or something like that. We're trying to bring her home. Dozens of guys out here and women out here, and in Quantico, Virginia, Nashville, Tennessee, and Atlanta, Georgia, are all working this thing. That's all we're working right now. To bring her home. Help me tell the DA she was finally the key that brought Evelyn home. I need you to be honest with us. Can you be honest with us?
I am being honest with you.
Is there any place other than here that she is that you know of?
Not that I can think of.
Anything else you think might be important? Anything else you want to tell us? Okay. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I mean, I can't go to.
You're not under arrest. Well, you know, I say all that to say that to be clear. You're free to go. Just you tell us you want to hang out here. That's fine. We'll continue to help you out. But again, the lies are over.
They are.
We can't help you unless you tell the truth.
I tell the truth.
Okay.
You tired, you want to go outside?
Can I just stay here?
Yes, if you need anything, you know, come in the door.
Is Angie here?
Who?
Angie?
She is.
Can I stay with her?
You want to sit with her in here?
I'll stay with her in her office. You don't have to sit.
You'll be fine.
You sit tight. You got food here, is that okay? Is that right?
Thank you.
Agent Fraley, is that a fair and accurate depiction of your interview with Megan Boswell?
Yes, sir, it is.
Judge, I would move that as the next exhibit.
Okay, that was her attorney showing that video. Okay. I thought it was the state.
Judge, may I have purchase court report? Agent Fraley, I want to, I guess, go back over some of the things she told you. You testified on your direct examination that she had told you she knew the baby was dead, not missing.
Correct.
Now, I didn't really see that initial thing in the video. Is that somewhere else? I mean, it's obvious from the context of what you all are talking about, but had that happened before that video?
Yeah, and in my notes, she'd also talked to other investigators. And that was the first day of the 6 days or whatever day we were on that she told us that she was dead instead of missing.
Okay. Do you know when did she tell you or did she tell someone else?
It was in other interviews. And again, we were all working together.
Okay.
And it, you know, like I said, she'd talked with other investigators, but that was the first day. And then after that was revealed, that's when Detective Licklider and I brought her into this room and started talking to her again, trying to clarify.
Just so we can clarify a few things for the jury, I think it becomes apparent, but there's a lady in a jail uniform as this video starts.
Yes, sir.
That's Angela Boswell.
That's her, Megan's mother.
And
yes, sir.
You all had arranged for her to be brought to the sheriff's department to meet with Megan?
Yes, sir. She asked to meet with her and was able to do that.
And then as the video starts out, you start talking about he back a lot. And later the name Preston or Hunter Wood, because is that the he you all are talking about throughout that video?
Yes, sir. It is Hunter Wood that we referred to as her boyfriend.
And at some point, I guess the other thing I noticed just so for the jury's context, in the video, you all refer to her as Maggie.
Yes, sir. Her name's Megan, but she was called Maggie. I think she told us that's what her nickname was from her real name.
That's what her family called her.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
So she provided you with several locations that she thought the baby could be in.
Yes, sir.
And one of those was Tommy's property.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh. I told you guys, I was wondering why her mother was in that room, because her mother was in the jail clothes. Her mom is, okay, in my opinion, her mom is horrible. Megan had never had a chance because of a mother like her.
I'm sorry, can you,
Yes, sir. When was the body ultimately found?
March 6th of 2020.
Now, there's a conversation between you and Megan about the fact that you're not arresting her that day.
Yes, sir.
In fact, she was later arrested that night by Mr. Price, was she not?
I believe she was.
She did not end up leaving the Sullivan County Detention Center from the time the detention center and the sheriff's department are all connected together here.
Yes, sir. They're connected here. Their offices are in the same building.
One large building.
Yes,
connected.
sir.
So she did not leave there from the time of that interview until she was arrested.
I don't think she did.
Now, when did you first search Tommy Boswell's property?
That would have been March 6th when Evelyn's body was found.
So was there some reason you didn't search the property from the time she told you on February 25th until March 6th?
I can't recall specifically why we didn't, other than she had told so many lies. We didn't know if this was true or not. So there wasn't solid evidence because she had lied so much that this was the truth. So
Are you certain the property wasn't searched before?
not by me, no, sir. It may have been searched, but
Was it searched by the TBI, or do you know?
I don't recall. I wasn't out there until the 6th that I recall.
Okay.
There may have been other detectives, agents, FBI, Sullivan County, or even TBI for that matter.
As far as TBI goes, who was in charge of this at the time?
Agent Gratz was the case agent, David Gratz.
Who was the field office manager?
Christopher Wilhoit, he's the assistant special agent in charge.
What was your position at the time?
I was to assist Agent Gratz in the case.
Okay. So you went there one time to that property?
That I recall, yes, sir, on March 6th.
I'll be showing you what's been previously admitted as Exhibit 17. Agent Fraley, you previously identified this photograph as how the trash can was found when you
Yeah,
there.
yes, sir. It looks like the ones from yesterday.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, yes, sir.
Judge, all the monitors are off.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying
Okay.
to, we'll have to look at the data.
Okay.
The power surge.
And I believe is this the position the trash can was in when you found it?
That's representative of, like I said, once the door was open, on how the trash can and the bags were there.
When you say it's representative, were the trash can moved and put back in place, or is that exactly how it was?
In this particular picture, I think that my best recollection is that's how it was. It wasn't. At some point in time, I did remove these and we stopped because of the weight of the trash can, believing that Evelyn might be in that trash can. But like I said, my best recollection is that was the way it was when the door was open and we first saw that.
Okay. At some point after picking the trash can up, was it placed back in the same position for more photos?
I believe, yes, sir, it was.
Okay, so some of the photos we saw yesterday, the trash can was not exactly as you found it. It was to the best of your ability to put it back. Is that fair?
Yes, and this probably, well, I don't want to probably, but yes, that is correct. It was moved and then replaced. And then, like I said yesterday, we stopped and made some phone calls after we confirmed or believed that to be Evelyn's body.
And the trash bag, the black trash bag. That's ultimately where Evelyn's body is found.
Underneath, it looks like, yes, there was a black trash bag on top of the one that's in there.
Where did you find the body? And what I mean by that is, did you find the body in the trash can after you had removed it? They're giving you a pointer.
Oh,
so if you
okay.
need that. After you
Thank
had
you.
removed the trash can from the building, or were you still in the building when you found the body?
Best I can remember, sir, was, like I said, we opened that door and we saw those items. Now we had the knowledge of, she had said that there was maybe to look for a trash can. So that alerted us. Red flag went off, if you will. That time, I think I removed some items on top of that and maybe moved the can. But like I said, once I felt the can, it had some significant weight to it, more so than a regular trash can has household trash in it. Removed some items off the top of that, and then that's when I first saw the leg of Evelyn's body. Like I said, maybe replaced it or resituated best I can, stopped what we were doing, and made the appropriate phone calls.
So you say you replaced it.
Set it back, yes, close to.
Set the trash can back in. Did you set the stuff back in the trash can that was on top of the body?
I don't recall putting those items back on top. I think once those items were removed, and some of the items I remember specifically, there was a bread bag, an empty bread bag that was in that top portion of the trash. And I recall it having a September 2019 expiration date, which again alerted us that, hey, this wasn't there like the rest of that stuff I testified to was obvious to me. It had been there for years. And now you had these couple bags of trash in this can that looked out of place or looked more recent. And I think, after seeing that, opening that bread bag with that date, obviously that date gave us an idea that this was a window of time that was recent, that fit close to the proximity that Evelyn was reported missing.
Okay. So the black trash bag in Exhibit 17, it appears to be pressed down in the trash can. Is
Yes,
that correct?
sir. Yes, sir.
So at some point you took it out of the trash can.
Yes, sir. That was, as I best recall, that was the first thing removed from that can.
Agent Fraley, I'm going to show you what's been marked as Exhibit 15.
Okay.
Is that the same black trash bag?
Yes, sir. As best I recall, you could only see that portion in that last picture, and that's after it's kind of been opened
Okay.
to inspect the contents inside.
Okay. So that picture was taken after you open the door, obviously. You take the trash bag out of the can, or did you?
I can't recall if I did or not. Like I said, I think I did, because to inspect the bigger bag that was down in the bottom of the can with Evelyn's body.
Okay, did you place the black trash bag back in the can?
I can't recall if I did or not. Like I said, once we confirmed that was Evelyn's body or what we believed to be, we stopped. But I can't remember if I placed it back in there or set it to the side.
Now, I assume there's a protocol to how you all would handle a scene like this. Could
Yes.
you walk me through that?
Well, typically, like I said, this was a looking for Evelyn's body, because based off of what the phone call had come in to come there to search for items that he had said had been brought there and placed in the yard barn. We found those items. I think Detective or Special Agent Gratz and Haraz with the Sheriff's Department started looking, inspecting, and made the decision to take that. And then the process of that led us to just to look in the playhouse where we found these items. So for protocol, I guess there's not a checklist to start looking. But once items are found, the protocol is to photograph those, bag those, seal those bags, mark those bags, and ultimately send them to our TBI labs for examination.
And I assume the protocol would be not to contaminate other pieces of evidence there. You want to keep everything as separate as possible.
As best we can.
You described the situation where you all placed her body on a clean body bag.
Yes, sir.
And I think you said y'all put wax paper on the porch prior to doing that.
I think it was like butcher paper, this rolled butcher paper, then the body bag on top of that. And then as we were removing the contents of the trash can, it was onto the body bag.
The black bag, when you inspected it, anything significant in it?
Like I said, the only thing that sticks out is that bread bag with the date. Kind of, like I said, that other stuff had been there for years, it appeared to me and the others. And this appeared to be recent, and that date on that bag, I recall.
Okay. If I could approach the court reporter, Judge.
What do you guys think about her attorney? I don't have too much, what's the word? Faith in him. I could be wrong. I could be judgmental right now. I could change my mind. But that's what I think. As of right now, on 2/6/2025 at 8:57 a.m. Central Standard Time. Well, and the thing about it is, Megan, she fired her attorney that I like, Bradley. I can't remember his last name. Because she said they didn't get along. So this guy came in maybe a year ago.
Agent Fraley, I'm showing you what's been marked as Exhibit 11. You recognize that?
It looks like, yeah, that's one of the pictures introduced yesterday.
Okay.
That's the playhouse with the door open, showing the trash can inside the doorway.
And that's the front porch of the where you ultimately place the body bag, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you could, do you have that pointer still?
Yes, sir.
Could you point for the jury and show them where you placed the paper, where you placed the bag?
Can you raise that? Does that raise up anymore? Okay, yeah,
Is that better?
yeah, it was on this porch right here.
And take that one down. Actually, if we could go back to that for just a minute.
Okay.
Over here on the side, can you see what looks to be like is wire
This right here,
Yes.
yes.
I'm going to show you another picture.
Okay.
Does that appear to be the same wire?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that appears to be an accurate representation of the porch at some point during that night.
Yes, sir.
We'd move this as the next exhibit, Judge.
Any objection? 46.
Go.
Let me see everybody over here. Do it again. All right, go ahead, Mr. Scott.
Agent Fraley, I'm going to show you what's been marked as Exhibit 21.
Yes, sir.
Do you recognize that?
Yes, that was one of the photos introduced yesterday depicting the removal of the trash bag containing Evelyn's body from the can onto the body bag.
And that was done on the front of the porch, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Was, at the time you all did that, the wire and stuff, was that kept away from that body bag, or?
Best I recall, we moved those items in order to clear the front porch to do this.
Okay, to keep from contaminating anything. That's
Well, to provide room as a flat space, the most convenient place for that. But it was, like I said, right there on the front porch. I think it was moving off to the side of the playhouse.
If we could go back to the last, actually. We'll put back up Exhibit 46. In Exhibit 46, I'm showing you around the wire and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Does it appear to you that there are some leaves and debris under the wire?
I can't make out. I'm sorry. I can't make out exactly what that is.
Now, purchase witness. Do you recognize what that is?
Like I said, that's a little clearer picture. That's not.
What is that a picture of?
It looks to be a portion of that picture.
Sorry.
Is it up in this portion here? That area, is that a zoomed in
Yes,
of that area?
Yes.
Yeah, there's that's a little clear.
Okay, and you recognize that picture that you have in front of you?
Yes, sir. Like I said, it looks to be the middle portion of that. And it's a little clear now that it does appear leaves, maybe some grass or hay or something there underneath that wire in this area.
Okay.
And also It appears maybe 2 insect pupae right there.
If I may, I would ask that the picture is identified with the next exhibit.
You object?
No, no, okay.
47.
We'd ask to publish this at this time. Agent Fraley, is that a better
Yes, sir.
picture for you to
Yes,
describe
sir.
to the jury?
It is.
I believe you said you saw some leaves.
Yes, sir. It looks like maybe right there.
Uh-huh.
And that might, that area right there was on what I said looked like grass or hay, possibly.
Okay.
And then, I'm sorry,
Oh, go
those two right there is what it said looked like insect.
You described those as pupae.
Yes, that's,
You talked about pupae yesterday. What's pupae?
it's just where an insect, once an egg is formed, it's formed as larva. In the middle of that stage before it fully develops into an adult, that's the stage of that.
Okay, so the egg would be laid and then it forms into, is that what you're saying?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
That pupae, those do they move on their own?
Yes, they're living organisms, and they feed, which, like I testified yesterday, it's common with human decomposition that the eggs are laid on that decomposing human flesh, and that's where they develop from there.
You say they're living organisms, but in fact, a pupae is an insect in its inactive, immature form between larva and adult.
It's in the middle.
It's an inactive form.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
So they don't crawl around, do they?
Like I said, the eggs are laid and then they develop into an adult.
Okay, that's the stage before they become larvae, which would move around.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you about the so when you found the body in the trash can, it was in a bag, correct?
Yes, sir.
Evelyn had leaves in her hair.
I don't recall that. I don't recall that.
Okay, were there any leaves in that trash can?
I don't recall.
You
The
say you
leaves.
don't. When you say you don't recall, I guess I want you to clarify that you say I don't remember. You saying I don't remember, or I
Well,
don't remember.
even reviewing the pictures yesterday, I don't remember saying, I mean, it's been 5 years, but even reviewing those, I don't remember seeing leaves inside of those.
So you don't think there were leaves in the trash can or her hair?
Like I said, I don't remember seeing those even after the review of those photographs yesterday.
Okay. I want to talk about the body. Obviously, when you find it, you had to move it to some degree.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you would have done your best to have placed it back you moved it out of the trash can and then placed it back like it was, I'm assuming.
No, sir.
Okay, tell me what you did.
Are you talking about removing the body and then putting it back in?
Yes.
No, sir.
Okay,
That's incorrect.
okay, tell me.
No, once we went into the playhouse, opened that door, saw what we saw, the trash can, the 2 bags that, like I said, were obvious to us that they didn't match everything else in that playhouse. It was, and then confirming, like I said, with the information that Megan had provided to us, that the trash can was in play. That first black bag removed, and then like I talked about the empty bread bag that had expiration date, that confirmed this wasn't in the time frame of this other stuff with the dust and the cobwebs. Pulled that off, and that's when the odor of decomposition appeared or was present. And then pulled that fleece blanket back, and then that's when I saw the leg and the foot. That's when we stopped at that point. Then made our phone calls, forensic pathology, medical examiner, DA's office, and our chain of command.
So I assume you made as minimal of movement as the body as possible.
Yes, sir. Again, because we were, number one, trying to confirm if that was her. We were optimistic and hopeful it was. And once we verified that, at that point, we stopped and waited on them for guidance.
But it would be fair to say you moved the body.
Absolutely. We did.
You had
But
to
like I said, not from the trash can and then
Right.
put it back.
But you had
just-
to move it within the trash can in order to see what you're seeing.
No,
What is
again,
wrong
just
with
pulled
that
the
guy?
blanket back and saw that leg and foot. We didn't, the body wasn't moved. Now it may have moved when we moved the trash can, but we didn't physically touch the body,
So,
remove it, and replace it.
so fair to say you didn't try to move it, but when you moved the trash can, it could have moved.
Yes, sir. It absolutely could have moved.
Judge, could I have just a minute?
Okay, I don't know what this attorney's point is. He is poking at things that don't make any sense to me. Okay, let's talk about the leaves. Did you move the body? I mean, come on. Once they realized it was whatever it was, they stopped
Did
everything.
you collect any evidence there yourself? I know, and what I'm saying is typically, at least for the jury, I'll explain the question. I know you know what I'm asking you, but typically a lot of law enforcement people are there. One person may collect this, one person may collect that. Did you collect any of the evidence there?
I recall when we first got there and we were in that yard barn where all that evidence was. I think Gratz wanted, Special Agent David Gratz wanted all of that taken. I think I assisted in that. And then, like I said, then went to the playhouse, found Evelyn's body, was active in processing that. Those bags, what wasn't sent to the forensic center for autopsy, which included Megan's body and the clothing, the blanket. Those other items were collected. They were transferred from that scene over to the Sullivan County Sheriff's Department, where we continued to process. But I think I was party to that as well. So I think to answer your question, what you're getting at, if I collected evidence items, and yes, I did.
Do you know which items?
I'd have to look at those lists because they were, it was voluminous in the items that were collected. It was dozens, I believe. I'd have to see that list to refresh my memory.
Because that's all the questions I have for Agent Fraley. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Redirect.
Just briefly, Judge. Agent Fraley, Mr. Scott asked you some questions about the moving of the body after you located it in the trash can. When you first saw the trash can and the black bag that was in there, how would you describe them as far as where they were positioned in the trash can?
Like I said, trash can, as we've seen in these photographs, the black bag was on top. Then you see it kind of opened. That's where the bread bag was. After that was removed, then was the white trash bag. After that is opened, then the next thing visible was the gray and white fleece blanket. Pulled that back, and that's when I first saw the legs. So if that answers your
Well,
question.
let me ask you this. I mean, was the black trash bag just sitting on the top, or had it been pushed down inside, or did you have to, in other words, did you have to pull it out of
I pulled it out. Yes, sir.
Okay. And the white trash bag, again, was it pushed down in there? Or did you?
Yes, it was compressed almost to a degree of compression that it created like a vacuum coming out when we removed the bag from the can.
Okay. So it wasn't just gently placed.
No,
on top
no,
of the,
absolutely not.
all right. And to the extent that you have already testified, you did not in any way, once you located the body in the trash can, manipulate it, pull it out. You didn't pull the trash bag up to look and see what else was in there. You all didn't do anything else with that until the medical examiner arrived.
No, like I said, we stopped. And even once it was removed, it was a gentle process where it was removing the bag containing the body, tilting that can onto the body bag on the.
Thank you, Agent Fairley. That's all I have, Judge.
Thank you, John.
Recalls, one question.
The trash can, you all moved it outside of the building before the medical examiner got there.
I can't remember exactly, but that we could have moved that to the front porch to remove that black bag with the bread bag and then placed it back. I can't say 100% if that was done, but it could have been.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That's all, Judge.
Is he need to be,
All right.
under subpoena?
I have served an additional subpoena on him should he be needed later.
Agent Friendly, thank you for your testimony in this case. You're still under subpoena, so you'll need to remain on.
Okay.
Yeah,
State called Tommy Boswell.
unless anyone, do any of the jurors need a brace?
Okay, I think that's her dad. There is a brother. He's a junior. Her attorney did not win any points to me, just saying. I don't know what he was getting at. We talked about leaves, a wire, moving the baby, about the garbage within the garbage. I don't understand. And see, if I had my old video, you would see that I did a diagram of the whole family. Because the whole family was into this in the sense of, in the search for her, the mom got brought up, dad got brought up, the whole family got brought up. And I got a dysfunctional family, but so does she.
I gotta give you your microphone. Raise your right hand.
Yes,
State your name.
Tommy Boswell
Solemnly
Senior.
swear affirm testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, sir.
Yes, sir.
Speak into the microphone, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
If you would, scoot like Judge asked, scoot up close to that microphone.
All right, how's
There
that?
you go. That's better. You're Tommy Boswell, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Boswell, where do you live? 543
Muddy Creek Road, Bluntville.
All right. Is that here in Sullivan County?
Yes, sir.
And you are the father of the defendant, Megan Boswell, is that right?
Yes, sir.
She's your daughter? Okay. And Evelyn is your granddaughter?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Megan's mother, who was she?
Angel Boswell
All right.
or Jones.
Okay. And two of you, are you still married?
No, we've been divorced since 16.
2016?
Yes,
How long were you all married?
17, 18 years, something like that.
Okay. Megan lived with the two of you when she was growing up?
Mainly lived with my mom and dad.
Okay. And where did they live?
Right below me, we lived on the same piece of property.
Okay. There on Muddy Creek?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, at some point in time, did you have problems with Megan that eventually led to her being placed in foster care.
Well, that's her mother's fault for not sending her to school. And she come to stay with me. And then she wanted to go stay with her mom. I said, you got school. We got to go to court Friday. And I said, you don't go to school tomorrow. I said, they will send you off. Well, she went to stay with her mom. Mom didn't send her to school. Went to court. State took her.
Okay. Now let's back up a little bit. This was after you and Angel were divorced.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. How old was Megan when all this took place?
The divorce or which part?
When Megan went into foster care?
I think she's about 17.
Okay. She in high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, while Megan was in foster care, were you aware that she had a child?
Yeah.
Okay. And who was that child?
That was Evelyn, my granddaughter.
All right. Do you remember when she was born?
I'm so nervous today. I can tell you the date if.
All right. Which is November 2018.
That's right.
Sound
yeah.
about right? Okay. During this time that she was in foster care, were you working with DCS to get her back into your custody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I done everything in my power.
Okay. What sorts of things were they having you do?
I'd meet the foster care parents on different weekends. We went to church events, different things like that. And then they finally let me get her on the weekends, and then she'd come over and stay.
All right. And she have Evelyn during this time with her?
No, Evelyn wasn't born then.
Okay. Did you do that after Evelyn was born?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Evelyn was born while she was in foster
Foster
care,
care,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Now, at some point in time, did Megan or Maggie come back to live with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember when that was?
I don't remember the exact dates. But it was after Evelyn was born.
All right. Okay. So Evelyn's born in November 2018.
Yes, sir.
So it was some point in time after that?
I can't remember exactly the dates, but she was real little whenever they come back.
All right. And that's to when you say she came back, was that to your house there at Muddy Creek?
Muddy Creek, yeah.
Okay.
Megan and Evelyn come
Okay.
back to our place.
So they were both living there with you. Who else was in the house at the time?
I had my little daughter and my son, and then my soon-to-be ex-wife was there.
Okay.
And she had her little boy part-time.
All right. When you say soon-to-be ex-wife, that's someone different than Angel, correct?
Yes, this is Ashley.
Ashley. And when you say Ashley, what's her last
Rosenbaum.
name? Ashley Rosenbaum. Okay. Were the two of you married at that time or dating?
No, not that time. We were engaged.
Okay. All right. When Megan came back to live with you, was she working? Did you help her out? How'd she support herself?
I support her.
Okay.
I support her when she's with them people.
All right.
Bought her whatever she needed and give her money and stuff.
Okay. Well, tell the jury, because we don't know what sorts of things did you do to help her out?
I give her money. She had my credit card number. She'd get stuff on it. I mean, if she needed anything, the baby needed anything, I seen to it they had it.
Okay. We heard some information that came out earlier today about Megan having a car. Did you have anything to do with that?
I bought her a brand new car, paid cash for it, get $20,000 cash for it, and her the title to it.
Did you help out with expenses for taking care of Evelyn
Yes, sir.
while she was living there?
Yeah, I bought everything while she was there.
Okay.
Bought diaper genies, just whatever baby needed.
Okay. So how long did Megan and Evelyn end up staying there at the house with you?
I don't know exactly. I don't want to lie to you. Just a few months. It wasn't that long.
Okay. Just a few months?
Yeah.
Well, what happened that caused her not to be living with you anymore?
Not clean her room, to be honest with you. I mean, I had my two little ones. Ashley had her boy part-time. And then we had Megan and my granddaughter, and Megan didn't want to clean her room, and that's causing problems between me and her.
Okay. So did she leave your house?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did she go from there?
I think she went to my mom's for a few days, and then she she went over to the trailer park.
Okay. Judge, could I see exhibit number 1? Should be diagram.
I'm sorry, not 26. I'm sorry.
Mr. Boswell, I'm going to show you what's been admitted as exhibit number 6. Do you see that on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
All right. Does that look like an accurate diagram of your property where you live out there on Muddy Creek? You recognize that?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. And if you're looking at the diagram up there at the top, it says Tommy Boswell trailer.
Yeah.
Is that where you were living? Is that where you live?
That's a house. It's not
Okay.
a trailer.
Okay. And then down below that, what's labeled as residence, is that the trailer where your mom was
Yeah,
living?
that's where my mom lives.
Okay. So she left your place up at the top there, Tommy Boswell,
Mhm.
and then she moved just down, same piece of property, but there to where it shows as a residence.
Until her and Ashley got the trailer cleaned up and ready for her to move into it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Now, do you know how long she lived there at your mom's residence?
No, I don't, sir. I mean,
It was a long time. Weeks, months?
No, maybe a week or two. It wasn't long.
Okay. So where did she go from there?
To the trailer.
Okay. When you say
Trailer park.
okay, did you or your son, family members own a trailer park?
Yeah.
You're referring to it as a trailer park, but
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
Yeah, we owned a trailer park and we give her a trailer.
Okay. Where was this trailer park located?
I can't even think the name of that road.
Is it here in Sullivan
Yeah,
County?
it's here in Sullivan County. It's Sugar. I can't even think the name of that road, sir.
Did you say Sugar?
I think it's Sugar something. Is it Sugar Holler?
Sugar Hollow. Okay.
Is that the name of it?
Okay. Well, I can't answer that. I'm asking questions. So
Okay.
you got to answer.
Yeah.
All right. So was that something you owned or your son owned? Or
My
who-
son owned
who- Okay, your son owned it. So how was it? Explain to me exactly what happened as far as Megan's living arrangements were concerned there at the trailer park.
What do you mean? She
Well,
didn't have to pay no rent, no light bill. I mean, she didn't pay no bills. If
Okay.
that's what you're asking.
Okay, so you had a trailer out there and you let her go live there.
Yeah, and I paid all the bills.
Okay. Did she live there by herself or who lived there with her?
As far as I know, heard this her and Evelyn.
Okay. Do you remember when this was that she moved into that trailer?
Goodness, no, I don't, sir.
Okay. Would you say,
All this stuff I've tried to put back in my brain and to want to forget it, and I'm trying my best to remember it. And
well, I appreciate that. Okay. So she and Evelyn are living in this trailer by themselves out on Sugar Hollow. Is that right?
Yes, speak up.
yes, sir.
Okay.
I see you shake your head. Yes.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. If you need a minute, let us know.
I'm good.
Okay. Did you ever go out and see Megan and Evelyn when they lived there at the trailer?
A few times.
Did you see the condition of the trailer, what it looked like?
Most of the time I'd stay outside. She'd come outside to be pretty because I'd look around, pick up garbage and stuff.
So
But a couple times I went in, but not that much.
Did she have Evelyn with her?
Yeah.
When you were out there? Okay. So did there come a point in time at which you realized Megan was no longer living there in the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when that was?
Nah, I don't remember the dates.
Did you do something as a result of the fact that Megan was no longer?
Oh,
living
yeah.
there?
I told her, I said, if you're not going to live there, I said, you need to let it snow. I said, we need to rent that.
And did you do something?
Yeah, I told her, I said, if you're going to live with Hunter, I said, you move your stuff out.
And did she do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have to clean it out or do anything to it before you could re-rent the trailer?
Dave's a guy worked with us. He took care of the park, as you say. He got free rent, and he cleaned it up and done stuff like that and mowed.
Well, do you remember what the condition of the trailer was when Megan moved out?
It was pretty dirty.
Okay. Did he have to do anything, or did you have to pay to have anything done to the trailer to be able to re-rent it?
Oh yeah.
And what was that?
Just cleaned all the furniture and stuff out and cleaned it up, and they had to replace some of the floor, which was bad.
Did Megan leave anything behind in the trailer, or you know? Did she take her? Well, let me ask you this way: did she take all her stuff with her?
I didn't go through the trailer.
Okay. This
So,
guy that you hired.
He did, and I told him, I said, whatever's left, she said she didn't want, and I said, there's a truck there, load it in the truck, take it to landfill. That's what we done. Whoever moved out, we clean them out. That's what we do.
Okay. So you loaded up a bunch of stuff in the truck and hauled it all, or had this guy do that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you know where Megan was staying? You said she was no longer living
She's
in the
supposed to have
trailer.
been living with Hunter.
Okay. Was that Hunter Wood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Was that, as far as you know, was that her boyfriend at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. Had you met Hunter?
Not at that time, I don't think.
Okay. Do you remember when the first time that you met Hunter was?
Goodness. It was either when she come up Earth Angel to get my two little ones, or when we went to Gatlinburg for Christmas, or Pigeon Fords.
Okay. So you went with, well, let me ask you this. Who did you go to? Pigeon Forge with?
Hunter, my son, and his family, and me and my family, and Megan and Hunter went.
Okay. And when was that again?
That was the day after Christmas or the day before Christmas. I can't remember exactly.
All right. So it's around Christmas.
Mhm.
You met Hunter.
Yeah.
Who was he there with Megan?
Yeah.
All right.
I could have met him before that and don't remember it now. I don't want to lie to you, but
Okay.
that's the best of my knowledge.
Okay. Did your trip there at Pigeon Forge, did Megan have Evelyn with her at the time?
No, sir.
Did that seem unusual to you?
Yes, I asked her
Okay. You asked her what?
where Evelyn's at.
Okay. Did she tell you?
Said that Ethan had her.
Okay. Do you know who Ethan was?
Yeah, I met Ethan. He's a nice young man. I thought a lot of Ethan.
Okay. And who did you think Ethan was at that time? Or who did she say Ethan was?
Well, they used to date,
Okay.
but she said Ethan was the father.
Okay.
And he wanted to see Evelyn. He'd been in the Army. So I said, I'm going to stand back. If he's going to man up and want to see his child, I'm going to let him see her for a while. And then after a while, I said, enough's enough. It's my turn.
Okay. So at that time, when you went on this trip, she told you Evelyn's with Ethan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you thought that was a good thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay. After this trip to Pigeon Forge, did you see Megan after Christmas?
here or there, very rarely.
I'm sorry. could you
Just
repeat what
here or there, not that much.
Here, there. Okay. Did you see Evelyn?
No, last time I seen Evelyn was on Thanksgiving.
Did you ever, in those times that you saw Megan after Christmas, did you ever ask her, hey?
Yes, I asked her numerous times.
Okay. And what did she tell you?
She kept coming up different stories and different lies.
Okay. Well, what was she telling you?
First, it was Ethan had her. First, let me back up. I'm sorry. Hunter's mom was watching her. And then she come off with Ethan had her. And after it went on for a while, I said, I'm going to do something about this. Well, she told me that Ethan wouldn't give her back. I said, hey, let's go get an attorney. I said, he can see his daughter, but I said, he's not taking her.
Okay. What did she say when you told her that?
I can't remember the exact words. She said, Dad, give me a day or two or something. She said, I'll get her something. And it just lie after lie.
Any point in time did you ever see Evelyn?
No, last time I seen her was on Thanksgiving, sir.
Okay. So, at some point, did you make an ultimatum to Megan about seeing your granddaughter?
Yeah, I told her and I told her mom.
Okay. What'd you tell her?
It was on a weekend. Oh, excuse me. I said, come Monday morning, which I told this to her mom. I said, come high hell water. I said, I'm going to get on the phone. I said, I'm going to find my granddaughter. I said, I don't care what I got to do. I said, I want to know what's going on. I said, enough's enough. And that's when I got on the phone and made the phone call.
All right.
That Monday morning.
All right. And did you talk with, who did you talk with?
I don't know. I can't remember all their names.
Okay. Was it somebody at DCS?
Yes, sir.
Department of Children's Services?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what did you tell them?
I just told them I told you I hadn't seen my granddaughter and I was worried about her.
Did you tell them how long it had been since you'd seen
Yeah.
your granddaughter? Okay.
And then I think they got me in touch with that Miss Constance, said her name.
Well, I can't answer questions from you, Mr.
Oh, well, I'm
Boswell.
sorry,
So
but I
if you
can't remember
that's
everybody's
fine. If you
name,
don't, that's fine as
But
well.
I think it's her name, Miss Constance.
Okay.
I'm saying it right.
And Constance, does she work at DCS?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you talked to her about, again,
Yeah.
the fact that you had not seen Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happened after you made this report to the Department of Children's Services?
It wasn't long. The detectives was up there, best
Okay.
I can remember.
All right. So after you report it, then you start meeting law enforcement officers
Yes,
to
sir.
come to talk
Uh-huh.
to you.
Yep.
Okay. Did you cooperate with them?
Oh, 100%.
All right.
100%. Whatever they needed done or searched or done, I give them permission to do anything.
All right. Did they come out there to your place, your property out there on
Yes,
Muddy
sir.
Creek?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, this was sometime in February of 2020. Does that sound right?
That sounds about right.
Okay. Did you keep up? Obviously, at that point in time, you realized something is going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you, as time went on, continue to talk to and cooperate with law enforcement? Talk to them about what was going on?
Mm-hmm.
Keep in touch with them?
Oh, yeah. We stayed in touch.
All right. Now, do you remember on March the 6th of 2020, calling the TBI?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what was the reason that you called them on that day?
Me and Ashley was talking. Her and Megan used to switch phones all the time.
Okay. Hold on. If you could, I think Mr. Scott had trouble hearing what you said.
Trouble hearing the person's name.
If you could start over and repeat what you just said.
About Ashley and her switching phones.
Well,
Which part?
I think the beginning part of it.
Oh, when I called TBI?
Yes.
Okay, well, before that, me and Ashley was talking.
Okay.
They used to switch their phones all the time.
Okay. When you say they, are you talking about
But Megan and Ashley, they'd switch their iPhones and trade backwards and forwards.
Okay.
And I told Ashley, I said, call that TBI guy back and tell him he can have that phone. There might be something on that phone. Because I prayed and prayed and, done everything I could to help them. And they come back and got the phone.
Okay.
When they got the phone, they got to the gate and I asked Ashley, I said, what about that stuff Megan put down there in Dad's building? She said, I don't know. I said, well, call them back and tell them to go down there and look in it.
Okay. All right. And did you all call them back?
Yeah, Ashley did.
Okay. And as a result of calling them back, did law enforcement then return to your property?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what did you do once they arrived there at your property?
I told them about the building, Because I come in one day and I remember seeing her car backed up to the building and the door raised.
I'm sorry, could I see Exhibit 6 again? Sorry, Judge. All right. Mr. Boswell, you see Exhibit 6, what's been previously introduced, Exhibit 6 again.
Yes, sir.
All right. There should be there's a laser pointer right there when you're standing up on your stand, witness stand right there.
This?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you push the button, you described a vehicle being backed up next to the shed. Can you on there point where?
This one right here.
Okay. You've indicated on there what's
Right there. It's got a roll up door.
All right. That's the one directly below what's listed as residence.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so after you showed that to the law
We
enforcement
went
officers,
down there, I rolled the door up. There's a pile full of stuff. And as I was walking away, I saw there's her playhouse back her dad had built for her. They said, "Can we look at that?" And I said, "Do what you need to do."
okay. Let's back up just a second. When you rolled the door up to the shed,
Mm-hmm.
all right, you saw stuff in there.
Just clothes and miscellaneous stuff like
All right.
that.
Had you at any time in the months leading up to that been in that shed at all, or had anybody been in that shed to your knowledge?
That one there where her clothes are at, yeah, sometimes we're in and out that one because we got some stuff we keep in there.
Okay. All right. So after you look in that building, where do you take law enforcement, or where do you?
I showed them where to. Let me show you on the thing.
Yes, if you don't care.
Let's see. I can't really see it from here. It's right there.
Okay. Is that what's been
That-
marked as a playhouse?
Playhouse.
All right.
Yeah. As I was walking away, I said, "That's the playhouse my dad had built for Megan."
All right. And when was that built for Megan?
See, we moved there in 03, probably around 04, 05. He built a barn, and when he got done building the barn, he had some leftover lumber, and they he built a playhouse out of it.
All right. And that was built just for Megan?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else ever use it or play in it? Or
As far as I know, no.
okay. And again, in the months leading up to sheriff's office showing up there, had anybody been in that playhouse?
As far as I know, no.
Okay. All right. Your property, Mr. Boswell, in order to get onto the property, is there any gates or?
Yeah, I got a
anything?
fence and a gate.
Okay. And what do you have to do in order to get past that
It's
gate?
like a key fob, remote control. You just push it and the gate opens.
Okay. And if you don't have the key fob, you can't open the gate.
No, but you can walk around it.
Okay. You can't drive. You can't
No,
drive.
no. There's no way you get on my property. No,
Did
gate ain't open.
did Megan have a key fob?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So she could get on the property if she wanted to.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you ever give a key fob to Hunter?
No,
Okay. Did you ever see Hunter up on your property without Megan?
no.
Mr. Boswell, do you remember giving permission? I know you said you cooperated with law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
You remember giving permission to the sheriff's office to film the entrance to your property with a drone to show the location of that gate and where the shed and playhouse were?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I remember.
Okay. And do you remember reviewing that drone footage prior to coming into court here today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did that footage accurately show the location of where your gate was, the trailer on the property, as well as the shed?
Yeah, no,
playhouse?
yeah, yes, sir. Nothing's changed.
Judge, there's a video drone footage that Mr. Boswell's identified. I'm going to move to make that an exhibit, and we'd ask to publish that to the jury.
Any objection? So be full exhibit number 48.
Okay.
You just went away. Yeah. You did something. I mean, I don't think you did it. Just before you stood up, it went away. Hold on.
With that.
Yeah, I can see it.
I tell you what to do.
Judge, I think I'm just gonna,
I'm going to turn this in. Let's see if that helps. Hold on just a second.
all right.
No way. You mean to tell me that playhouse is still on that
Mr.
property?
Boswell, in the video that was shown, the trailer was labeled Omami's
Yeah,
residence.
yeah, that's right.
Just so we're clear, the jury doesn't get confused.
Yeah,
Omami,
yeah.
what? Who is that, or what? Is
That's
that?
my mom.
Okay. Is that a nickname that?
Yeah,
Megan
it's a
had?
nickname
Okay.
we all just start calling it.
Okay. So that's where she lived.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Boswell, at any point in time, did you ever see, or did Megan ever come up to your property with Hunter and have Evelyn with her?
No. Not that I can remember of, no.
Okay.
Because the last time I seen Evelyn was on Thanksgiving.
Mr. Boswell, one other thing that was shown in the drone footage there,
Mhm.
there was a camper that was sitting in front of
Mhm.
the trailer. That camper was not sitting there
No,
back
no,
in 2020.
no,
Is that
no,
right?
That's right.
Okay. But everything else, as far as
Everything else is actually the same.
positions of the buildings.
Yeah, other than the camper.
Okay, that was accurate. Thank you, Mr. Boswell. If you would answer
Okay,
any
you're
questions, Mr. Scott, that's fine.
Can I get some water, please? Something to drink.
Tell you what, before you start, Let's take our mid-morning break. We'll take about 15 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
One stand, please.
Okay.
Maybe seated, but
Mr. Boswell, during this break, you're instructed not to discuss your testimony with any other witness or allow any witness to discuss their testimony with you.
Okay,
You can step down, and we'll get you involved.
okay, thank you.
15 minutes.
Judge, just so the court's aware.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. When we seen this morning, remember law enforcement was interviewing her? We are going to watch the video. Either this was before the interview with law enforcement or after. I'm not 100%. However, it's right here. She's wearing that yellow shirt. So here we go. Give me a minute.
She's never been mean ever, which I'm very thankful for. She's just a really good-hearted baby in general. Like textbook how you want a baby to be, like has hit every milestone early, you know what I mean? Well, when she was 6 months old, she actually put a bottle on her own. It went straight to a sippy cup. She started walking probably around like 10 months. That was kind of hard though, because she's like not like small as in like underfed, you know what I'm saying? But like she was a preemie when she was born. She's like a smaller baby and she kind of had trouble like balancing her weight, but she finally got the hold of it. She's starting to say a lot of words and, you know.
Tell me what kind of things she likes to do. What kind of is she into any sort of TV shows?
Only Baby Shark. We went to Texas to see her dad, Ethan, and she slept the whole way there. Like I had to make her wake up to eat and stuff like that. And that's like a 24-hour drive there.
So let's get into the last time you saw her. Tell me what that time was like and when that was.
Well, actually, I want to talk about that. I've told TBI where to find her in Mendota. My mom took her to a campground and a silver camper, and if they don't go tonight, I'm going to go find her myself. Because I've told them, and they're not really, like, taking it seriously, and if they don't go tonight, like, I will go myself and go get her.
Tell me about the last time, though, that you saw Evelyn. Tell me what you guys did and when that was.
We went to go out to eat, and then my mom came and got her. She was wearing a little hot pink tracksuit with the matching bow and little matching shoes.
And was this December 20, like, right after Christmas?
A little bit before Christmas. My mom, like you can ask her, is a very vindictive, manipulating person. And
Yes.
she basically like threatened me the whole time that she was gone.
Do you know who has Evelyn right now?
She dropped her off somewhere in Mendota at a silver camper. But my mom would always say the person, not like people, plural.
So there is a person that has her in Mendota.
They're not taking me seriously. TBI isn't, because I've not fully told them. I've been like, hey, like my mom camped out at Mendota, you want to go check them out, but I've never been like specifically, hey, she's like a silver camper, because my mom did threaten me, like, you know, if I told anybody. I'm not going to get into that, but she did.
So your mom has had Evelyn the whole time? Or the whole time?
Or the person that is in Mendota has had her the whole time.
Tell me why you let your mom take care of her. Did she take her from you that night? And
Well, she was just supposed to babysit her because I was going to work.
And then when did you know that something was wrong?
Well, whenever, like, she picked me up Wednesday, and I told her, like, hey, they're doing a press release about the Ambler thing, and then she freaked out, and that's why they couldn't find her. Like, nobody talked to her for days until they arrested her. She just kind of poof, gone. But she kept trying to take me to Mendota, and I kept asking. I was like, oh, are you taking me to Evelyn? And she would never tell me yes or no. And I was like, well, if you're not, I'm just calling somebody from the police station, come and get me. Like, I'm not playing these games with you.
And so tell me, the day that you dropped her off with your mom to let her babysit, was there anything off about your mom that day? Did you have any suspicion that she was going to take your child?
No. Well, I called her, and she was just like, oh, she's safe, like, you know, that kind of thing. And then she started threatening me, which, like I said, I'm not going to get into, like, everything she threatened me with, you know, because I'm just not. But
obviously now that you believe you know who has
Okay, sorry, I should be pausing it. Everything that she's saying right here is a lie. Obviously, we know this now. She told us so many different stories. Okay, it was hard to keep up with. It was the baby's daddy, and here to find out he actually ain't the dad. Now we didn't know this. We don't know this until now because the records have been sealed. We haven't got to see any motions and nothing. Her mom is a drug addict. Her mom is barely in her life. Her mom, hopefully, her mom's got her stuff together now, but she's been arrested that I know of over 10 times. And it's all drug related. And she's kicked out of all the Walmarts in Tennessee. So, in my opinion, Megan never had a chance. She really didn't. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't live there. I should say not that Megan didn't have a chance at life, which made it so Evelyn didn't either. So sad.
What do you have to say to them?
To just bring her back. I just want her back. That's all I want. I've been so long without her, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, why didn't you miss it earlier?" Because my mom threatened me, and I just want her back. That's all I can think about. So much, I just want her back.
Talk to me about when you had the indication that she was missing and something was seriously wrong.
Just when she left and took off, and just to answer her phone.
Talk to me about why your dad made that report.
Because he was talking to my mom the night before, and he was like, "Oh, well, if she doesn't come home, I'm going to call." And she was going on, "Well, you're going to regret this. Like, I'm going to have to leave and never be able to come back. You will regret this."
Was there a reason that, you didn't make the call and it was your dad?
Because mom kept threatening me if I made the call.
You said that you've had some issues with your mom in the past. Was there a reason you decided to let her babysit her that night? I know that, you said that you had...
Well, she's my mom. I wanted to trust her.
Sheriff Cassidy told the media on Friday, I was there, that you were giving conflicting statements.
Because I wouldn't necessarily... I was trying to protect my mom, maybe in hopes, oh, well, she'd just tell them where Evelyn was, but obviously she's not going to.
So now you're coming out and you're saying this is the honest truth, that you know where she is.
I know she has to be in a campground in Mendota with somebody. And mom told me that they had a silver camper, and that's all she would tell me.
Are you cooperating as much as you can with TBI and the Sullivan County Sheriff's Department?
I am.
But just tell me, how so are you, constantly on the phone with them, talking about the tips, anything like that?
Yeah, and I've looked into stuff online myself. Like, people are like circulating pictures around me, like, "Oh, this is Evelyn," you know what I'm saying? And like that kind of thing. But no. And like Saturday, nobody would answer me, and I blew all their phones up. And every chance they've let me be up there, I have been up there.
And Wednesday will be a week since the Amber Alert went out. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
I just don't know if the person who has her is like maybe scared that they're going to get in trouble, but they won't. They just bring her back.
What are you thinking about her current status right now? Do you think she is okay? Do you think she's being taken care of? And what is your message to authorities right now? To the TBI, Sullivan County, and all of the sheriff's departments and any authority that's working on this case?
Just that if they don't take it seriously, what I just said, I will go find her myself. They've told me before they'll arrest me for tampering with evidence. And I told them on my phone, I was like, I don't care if you arrest me for tampering with evidence. If you go up there, I'm going to tonight.
Do you have a message to the public?
Don't stop until she's back. They need to stop reporting like psychics for one. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Because that just wastes the TBI's time when they could be actually trying to find my daughter.
Let me tell you something about little Megan here. Little Megan here, let me tell you, I want to tell you something about this girl. I have talked to her, and let me tell you, she got an attitude, this little girl. And what was funny, her mom said to the dad that he will regret this. And I don't know why she said that. Maybe the mom knew. I don't know. She'll be testifying, I'm sure. But she had warrants for her arrest. She was more worried about herself because she had warrants. Now let me tell you something else. What was I going to tell you? Okay, besides the mom, Megan with the attitude. Yes, the psychics were on point. Yes. Oh, when her mom did get arrested, it would shock me that the mom and the daughter were in the same jail for like a year or more. But maybe they did that on purpose. I don't know. I don't know.
Instead, people are like, oh, well, this lady did tarot card reading. Like, you know, I mean, I feel like that just takes away from the time of like them actually searching for my daughter. I'm just happy that people are coming together to try to find her. Because the main important thing right now is the baby. I'm just happy that people are trying to find her.
Have you been in contact with her father, Ethan?
Yeah. He's actually trying to get leave approved right now to come up here and try to, you know, help find her.
What is her relationship like with him?
She's only been around him a couple times because when he was in the army.
And what is your relationship like with him? Do you keep in contact with him?
Well, yeah, we have a kid together. You know what I mean?
Did you notify him when you knew something was wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have multiple social media profiles? Is one that we've been getting a lot.
Because I break phones a lot and I forget the password. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really bad about remembering passwords. Now I have them all set to one, but, you know, up until that point, I just, you know, I just couldn't remember the password to them. So I'll just make a new one when I got a new phone.
Tell me why you wanted to come out today and speak with us.
Just to talk about Evelyn, and, you know, if TBI doesn't go find her or not, I'm hell-bent on going myself. And that's the truth, one way or another.
This is a really big case, and a lot of people have a lot of questions surrounding this. Is there any other message that you want to send to anyone?
Well, if you don't have tips for sure, because over 370 some tips have been called in and they've just not panned out. Like, I appreciate people trying to help, but like, also that's wasting like TBI's time because they have to check out every single lead that's called in.
You know, obviously it's been a long time since you've seen her. Are you worried about that? About reuniting with her?
No, because I love her. I know she loves me.
And do you think she's been taken care of well in the time that you've missed with her?
I hope she has been.
Tell me what the first things you want to do with her.
I'm just going to hug her and not let her go.
Wow.
Like, they'll have to pry her from my arms. Literally, because I'm just not going to let her go. Probably going to sing Mary Shark to her. And just hug her and not let her go. My favorite thing is the first time she kissed me, Lord, I cried for over a week because she would pull my hair and I would just let her do it, you know, because I love her. Like, I didn't want to make her cry or be upset in any way. And she would pull chunks of my hair out. And she was in her walker one night and like she dropped her sippy cup and I bent down to pick it up. And I thought, oh, she's going to pull my hair. She pulled my face close to her and she kissed my cheek and I just like cried about it for over a week. So I was like, oh my God, I'm the first person that she's kissed. You know what I'm saying? Just like little stuff like that. I love her to death. And I would hate to have missed out on anything, especially because of my mom.
And obviously, you know, you told me you talked to your mom a couple of times throughout this. And each time, did she give you any update on Evelyn?
She just told me that she was safe.
So when was the last time you talked to your mom? Like physically just the two of you on the phone or?
Wednesday, the 19th.
Tell me any details about that conversation.
I mean, she was just going off on me and wanting to go to Mendota. And I kept telling her, I was like, if Evelyn's in Mendota, just take me to her. I will take her up there. We can just end this right now. Like, let's make this simple. Just give me my child back right now before this gets blown out of proportion. And she would never be like, oh, yeah, I'm taking you. She'd just be like, you don't need to talk to them. I don't want you going up there and, like, stuff like that. And I was like, okay, well, if you're not going to take me to her, pull over, and I will have, like, somebody on Sullivan County's end come get me to go up there and talk to them.
What is your biggest fear right now?
I have a lot of them. Just that I don't know that maybe they won't find her tonight or, you know, maybe they don't find her tomorrow. Maybe it's weeks from now before they find her. You know, the people aren't going to be like, oh, well, like, I'm not giving her back because I've kept her for 2 months. This is my child now. Well, still, I'm just worried that they're going to be angry about that. You know what I mean?
No, right.
She just needs to come home.
Exactly.
She's been away from her mom for long enough.
So, I know there are a ton of social media rumors. So if there's anything that you want to set straight that I'm not aware of, I will. This is
Gypsies are not a cult. They've been asking people if there's like a gypsy ringleader and like, I mean, like, we're not like ringleaders. We're not like out here kidnapping babies or anything like that.
So would you describe your family as a gypsy family?
Well, yeah. And like my dad's very proud of that, you know, but he's just mad about all the rumors going around, like trashing them because, like, we're not a cult, you know what I mean?
And now that your mom is back here and are getting ready to be back here in Sullivan County, what do you hope comes out of that? Obviously, she and her, what I believe is her boyfriend was arrested.
Well, I doubt she's going to tell the truth, but hopefully she does for Evelyn's sake. Not even for her sake at this point. Just if she hears this, I hope you tell the truth for her sake. Like, that is your grandbaby. It's went on long enough.
Good afternoon. I'm Leslie Earhart, a Public Information Officer for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Thank you for being here.
Sorry, I had the wrong judgments. I separated. Let me start over with that. I propose to impeach him with 2 felony convictions, one from aggravated assault, judgment entered 12/11/14, and one for kidnapping, entered 10/1/14. Obviously, those are over the 10-year time limit, but I would suggest that the court, given that the delay in this trial caused in large part because of COVID. This started in COVID, and if you'll remember, when this started, I think the court was trying no cases. And I think the docket really, nothing was being tried for several months there afterward. Ms. Boswell did have a counsel change, but as I recall, I came in on the first date. I set this trial date and never asked for another continuance. My approach?
Yeah.
Well, Judge, that is outside the 10-year time period.
Here's the time period. Evidence of the conviction of this rule is not admissible if a period of more than 10 years has elapsed between the date of release from confinement and commencement of the action or prosecution. If the witness was not confined, the 10-year period is measured from the day of conviction rather than release.
I mean, what is her attorney complaining about now? Okay, let me tell you though about the judge. This judge is a very good judge.
It looks to me like prosecution was commenced February 25th, 2020. Right? That's when the affidavit of complaint was signed. And that would be the commencement of the action.
Yes.
So 10 years from 12/11/14 will be 12/11/24.
Yes.
Basic math. That means that for purposes of Rule 609, it's within the 10-year period. Because it says he got straight probation, so there was no period of confinement. So you go from the date of conviction. Well, the judge signed it on 12/11/14. Sentence was imposed on 12/9/14. So 2/25/2020 is within the 10 years.
Here, we're going to mute this guy for a second. We're going to mute him. Him and his nonsense. No, thank you for thinking about me. No, I woke up kind of late and I've been doing a lot of stuff around the house. I had to do med trays. I've been picking up. I've been cleaning. Yes, yes, yes. But thank you. I hope so, Kit will be devastated if she walks like Casey. I don't know. They had problems in the beginning with all the charges. And I'll be away from 11:30 to 1:15. Two, by the way, are you talking Central Time? Okay, what's going on here?
Aggravated assault on this day.
Yes. Judge, do you want Mr. Boswell back in the witness stand before the jury comes in? Now, are we ready to proceed?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. Did we get him a bottle of water?
I think so.
See, that judge is fed up with that attorney. Allegedly, I'm guessing. I'm not right all the time. I'm right most of the time, people, but not all the time. Okay. Just kidding. Just kidding.
My wife complained last night because I look all hunched over all the time. She's like, sit up straight. The problem is I can't see if I don't hunch over. I hunch over because it gets.
It sounds like to me, Megan is trying to blame many other people. She's got the wrong daddy. She had FBI running all over the country trying to find Evelyn because she said her mom took off to this campground. That's why the FBI got involved.
Yeah, I left it in the room. I didn't know to bring it back in the room.
All right. We ready to proceed, Mr. Stoff?
Yes, sir.
Jim,
Yes, sir.
if the jury's ready, we'll bring him in.
Yeah, you should. I don't know why you quit. Well, you didn't quit. I know that. You know what I mean. But yeah, anyways, little Megan there, can't believe anything she said. She's always lying. I mean, come on. Now she's saying someone kidnapped her. And I will, but I just,
That's okay.
That's fine.
okay, I'm going to mute myself.
One stand, please.
That's it.
You may be seated. Thank you.
Just not in the cross.
Good morning, Mr. Boswell. My name is Gene Scott. I represent your daughter.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Same better.
Understand. Got just a couple of things I want to ask you. I guess initially, you were convicted in this court of aggravated assault on December the 9th, 2014, felony offense.
What's that got to do with this case, sir?
Yes or no?
You
Yes.
answer these questions.
And likewise, you were convicted of kidnapping on 9/24/2014 in this court of a felony offense. Is that correct?
I took a plea bargain on it, yeah.
Were you convicted?
Because I took a plea bargain, I didn't take it forward.
Wow.
But since 2012, I've not had a speeding ticket.
Wow. That attorney's coming after his. Oh my God.
Sir, you were convicted in 2014. You said since 2012 you haven't done anything.
2014. No, that was 2012.
I don't think this line of questions.
I wasn't convicted of nothing in 14.
Right, we're gonna move on.
I was not convicted of nothing in 14.
He was.
Judge, we had a jury out hearing about what he could ask as far as that was concerned. Now we're just going into.
Okay. That is so gross of her attorney to do. I thought they were talking about charges within her. No. You know what's going to happen? They're going to go through her mom's charges. They're going to go through her brother's charges. He is not helping her case at all. At all. What a horrible attorney.
Go ahead, Mr.
Mr. Boswell, I want to ask you just a few questions to follow up on your direct examination testimony.
Yes, sir.
Initially, I'll just start going backwards. We saw that drone video of your property. When was that taken? Do you know?
He stated the date. I don't remember dates and times.
That was taken after this investigation had commenced.
Yeah.
Correct. After Evelyn's body had been found, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. And talked about you have a gate.
Yes, sir.
Clicker, and I think you volunteered in your direct testimony that appeared on the drone video. If someone wanted to walk into that property, they just have to walk around the fence. It's not, you could walk in there.
Yeah, you could walk in there.
It's not secured that someone couldn't walk in there.
Right.
And you said that Megan had a opener to the gate.
Yeah.
What kind of openers are those?
It's like a little key fob thing, and you stick them on your sun visor, just like your garage door opener, sort of.
Okay. And that was something she kept in her car?
Yeah.
So anyone who had her car would potentially have that. Is that reasonable?
Yep, somebody had her car.
You talked about a day that you saw Megan backed up to that yard barn with her trunk open.
Yes, sir.
Did you talk to her that day?
No, I was in a hurry. My boy, I think, had a seizure or something going on, and I had to get back up the hill to take care of him. But as I drove by, I seen her car backed up to that building with the door that rolled up and the trunk open, but I never seen her.
You didn't see her, just the car?
Just the car.
Also, you talked about Megan telling you at some point that Hunter's mom was babysitting Evelyn. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Was Hunter present for that conversation?
No, not that I remember.
It's not that you can remember, or do you know one way or the other?
I don't think so, sir. I don't want to lie to you, but I don't think so.
Were you present for all the searches conducted by law enforcement on your property?
Most time, yeah.
How many searches were conducted on your property?
Just one, I think.
You don't recall a search on February 23rd of 20?
That's when they brought the dog out, I think.
Okay. Who brought the dog?
TBI guy, I guess. I don't know who he was.
And that was prior to Evelyn's body being found?
Yeah, that's before.
Okay. And obviously, they didn't find anything that day?
No.
Did you watch them run the dog?
Not really. I watched some of it. I mean.
Okay. Did you see the dog pass in proximity to the playhouse?
They was mainly concerned down in there in that bottom where it's filled in at and back like that farm that joins my property back around in there.
They searched the whole property though, didn't they?
I don't think they brought the dog on top of the hill. I don't know. I didn't watch them the whole time.
You didn't watch it?
No. When they got the dog out, that's where they were at, down there in the bottom. And then I turned around doing something else.
You talked on your direct examination about how Megan come to move out of your home. There's some kind of discord, I guess, with you, her, Ashley, about the way she kept her room.
Yes, sir.
Did you kick her out, basically?
No, I didn't kick her out.
What'd you do?
She went to my mother's, and I had a trailer waiting on her that her and my soon-to-be ex-wife, Ashley, cleaned up and got ready for her to move into.
Now, I want to talk to you about the dollhouse. Like you're the one that suggested that to law enforcement they should search that. Is that right?
How all I got started was about the phone. Me and Ashley was talking about the phone. They come and got the phone. And then me and Ashley kept talking. I said, what about that stuff Megan put down there in Dad's building? So she called them back. They come back, went down there, and as I was leaving, I said, oh, there's the playhouse Dad had built for her too.
But just to be clear, you didn't see Megan put anything in the building. You saw her car.
I just seen her car.
Not
and
Megan.
the trunk was rats. I didn't see nobody. I was more concerned about my son. I had to go get his medicine because he had a seizure.
Okay. Oh, the day you saw the car.
Yeah,
I understand.
So I was getting it up the hill to take care of him.
And had you never thought, when did you start to suspect the child could be on your property?
I didn't suspect the child was on my property.
Why did you call him to come down to the yard barn?
To see if there's a clue in that stuff she put in the building. Because I worked right hand in hand with the law enforcement that tried to help them every way I could.
When's the last time you were in that dollhouse?
I couldn't tell you, sir. It's been years.
It's been years since you.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you when's the last time I've been in that dollhouse. Half them buildings down there, I don't go in.
How big is your property?
11 acres, 10.9 acres to be exact.
How close is that dollhouse to your house?
It's about 600 feet away, 700.
It's close to your mother's house.
Yeah.
You go see your mother often?
Yeah. But when I go to my mom's, she could go into the back because she can't get down her steps. So I cut her spot out around the back so she go in the back, not to climb the steps. So we're going out the back.
But you were down there at your mom's during that time frame, weren't you?
Not that much sometimes.
I could have 1 second, Judge. No further questions. Thank you, Mr. Boswell.
Reader,
No, Your Honor.
is he free to go, or does he need to remain under?
I would say under subpoena, Judge, we would ask you not watch the trial or talk about it.
We've instructed them. As far as
Mr.
that's
Boswell, you're finished with your testimony for now.
Okay,
You're
sure.
being subject to recall.
Okay.
So you're not to discuss your testimony with any other witness or allow any witness to discuss their testimony with you. You're specifically ordered not to watch the live broadcast.
Okay. Oh, I never watched TV anyway. Thank you, sir.
Okay, next.
State would call Austin Feller.
That attorney is gross. If it wasn't for Tommy Sr., maybe Evelyn would have been found. Well, maybe she would be been found, but he's the one that reported her missing. That attorney needs to. I'll be good with my words.
Mr. Boswell, sit back there for a while.
Well, all the family members got investigated and all phones were taken. So there's that.
Raise your right hand, sir. State your name.
Austin Feller.
You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Have a seat right there. Speak in the microphone for us.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
You're Austin Feller, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And Mr. Feller, at one point in time, did you live at a trailer park out on Sugar Hollow Road?
Yes.
And is that in Sullivan County?
Yes.
All right. And why were you living there at that particular location?
Because at the time I was working for Tommy and Sons Paving, and they said I could live there for free if I were to do maintenance on the trailer park.
Okay. And was that back in 2019?
Yes.
I'm going to hand you two pictures, Mr. Feller, and ask you if you recognize what's shown in those pictures.
Yeah, I recognize them.
Okay. And what are they? What is it?
The pictures of the trailer that she lived in.
Okay. And when you say she, you're referring to Megan Boswell?
Yes, sir.
All right. And were you living out there at those trailers in Sugar Hollow when Miss Boswell moved in?
I never met her in person.
Okay.
I think time I moved out there, she was already out in kind of unknown whereabouts.
Okay. Do you recognize those photos as being the trailer that she lived in?
Yes.
All right. And are they true and accurate depictions of the outside of the trailer?
Yes, sir.
All right. Judge, we would move to make those, I believe it's two photos, be 49 and 50.
Any objection?
No, sir.
You feel good at 49 and 50.
I'm going to publish those to the jury. Mr. Feller, is that, I'm showing what's been introduced as Exhibit 49. Does that show the outside of the trailer looking at it from the front?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm going to show you Exhibit 50. What does that show?
The front of the trailer.
Okay. Just a little closer view.
Yeah.
All right. Now, at some point in time while you were working out there, living in those trailers for Mr. Boswell, were you asked to clean out that particular trailer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember when that was?
The exact date, no, but it was probably about a week and a half after I moved into the trailer. I lived in there.
Okay. When was that?
It's been like 5 years ago.
Okay.
I couldn't give you an exact date.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
That's fine. All right. And did you in fact go to that trailer and clean it out?
Yes.
Okay. If you would kind of describe for the jury what you found when you got inside there.
When I got in the trailer, there was dirty diapers stuck and molded to the floor of the carpet. Couldn't even open the fridge. It was so bad. I just left it alone, let Tommy and them deal with it. There was open jugs of milk in the oven, food on the ground, just feces on the ground. Just very nasty. Just not clean at all. Bad.
All right. And did you take photos of what it looked like?
I did, but I don't have those photos of that phone anymore.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. Good approach.
Is this the guy yesterday that came in? And they said that he would be arrested if he didn't come on time. I think it is.
Go ahead.
Mr. Feller, I'm going to hand you 6 photographs and ask you if you can identify what's shown in those photos.
Okay.
I don't know who's running the pool camera here, but I wish they would
Yeah,
like.
that's it.
Okay, those are the photos you took that show the inside conditions of the trailer.
Yeah.
All right. Do they accurately depict the condition of the inside of the trailer when you found it?
Sorry.
They do.
All right. Judge, I'd move to make those the next 6 exhibits.
The,
51 through 56.
51 to 56.
I mean, right now they could be zooming in on Megan. For real. Who is the camera person? Zoom in on somebody else. Just saying.
As a public service years ago. Fella, I'm going to start with exhibit 51. You tell us what we're seeing in this particular photo.
Evelyn.
The bedroom.
Hi.
Condition and the state you found it in when you entered. You did not
Mwah.
toss anything or
Everything you see is exactly what I walked into.
now I'm going to show exhibit 52. What are we looking at there?
The hallway into, I believe, the daughter's bedroom.
All right. And again, you did not.
Okay, I don't know why they're not zooming in on the photo on the projector. It makes no sense to me because I want to see what they're looking at. Obviously, her attorney is having a problem with
Ladies
that.
and gentlemen, I'm gonna sustain that objection. Within no foundation that he would know that was the daughter's bedroom. And I'm going to instruct that you're not to consider that statement for any purpose for deliberation. If you can do that, raise your right hand. Every juror is raised right hand. Go ahead, Jim.
All right. So, Mr. Feller, this is the picture. You're not sure, you don't know, have any knowledge as far as who was staying in what particular rooms, but that's another angle and picture you've taken from inside the trailer.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct? Now showing exhibit 53.
I think that was the walking into her room, Megan's room.
Well, don't speculate as to whose rooms.
Gotcha. Okay.
Same instruction.
Okay. So you've taken a photo looking into another bedroom. Is that
Yes.
correct? Now it's showing exhibit 54. What's shown in that photo?
The living room.
All right. And again, you did not place or move or disturb anything. That's exactly as you saw it.
Exactly what I saw when I walked into. From the kitchen going into the living room.
All right. This is exhibit 55. All right. You're standing in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Is that where that was taken from?
Yes.
And exhibit 56.
Kitchen.
It's a photo looking in on the stove and the refrigerator that way. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And again, you did not place any objects, move any objects prior to taking these photos.
No, sir.
All right. After you removed all these items from, or what did you do with the stuff after you took these photos?
I was instructed to take it to the back of the driveway where the Tommy and Sons had a big dump truck, and they just used equipment and put most of it in there.
Okay. Did you remove all that, lack of a better term, trash and stuff that we saw?
Everything, trash, carpet. I mean, completely remodeled the whole entire thing.
Okay. What was the condition? I mean, was it like inside after you got all that stuff out of there?
After I got everything out, I mean, I had to rip up subflooring and put down new subflooring and linoleum, and I mean, it was bad.
Okay. Was there any sort of odor or anything in the trailer?
I had to use respirators to enter the house.
Was there any particular reason why you had a respirator on?
It's just such a foul odor coming from the just moldy milk and food and dirty diapers that were laying out. Just bad smell.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. If you would answer any questions, Mr. Scott.
Morning, Mr. Fellers.
Morning.
When you don't know when you moved in out of the trailer park?
It's been so long, I couldn't really give you the exact date.
Without giving me an exact date, was it before or after Christmas of 2019?
I think after. I think so.
Do you remember what the weather was like when you were cleaning out the trailer?
It was warm.
It was warm.
Yes.
So probably February.
Probably before Christmas, and if it was warm.
Before Christmas, if it was warm. How much before Christmas?
I like I said, I couldn't give you an exact date or anything like that. I just knew that it was pretty warm outside. I didn't really need much of a coat, just some long sleeves or, you know.
You never met Megan?
No, sir.
So the pictures, you took those contemporaneous with cleaning it out?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Just because it was the worst thing I've ever seen. I've never cleaned out a place like that, looked like that.
Just wanted to show people what it looked like?
Well, to show Tommy and them, because they didn't step inside or go inside. They just wanted it cleaned. So gave those pictures to them.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Nothing further, Judge.
Does he need to remain on understanding?
I don't think, Judge, I think he can be released.
Mr. Feller, thank you for your testimony today. You're released from your subpoena.
Thank you.
Well, that was a dirty house. And she got to live there for free.
Statement called James Lewis. Lewis, yes.
Raise your right hand, sir. State your name.
James Lewis.
You solemnly swear affirm testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, and the truth, sir.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
You are James Lewis, is that correct?
Yes.
And Mr. Lewis, where are you employed?
With the Department of Children's Services.
All right. What is your current assignment there?
Currently, I'm a supervisor for the department in the Division of Child Protective Services.
How long have you been employed by, we call it DCS for short?
Yeah.
All right. How long have you been employed there?
I've been with DCS for 6.5 years now.
back in February, specifically February 18th of 2020, what was your assignment with the department at that time?
Yeah, so my role with the department during that time was an investigator to investigate reports that we received in Child Protective Services.
So in other words, well, maybe explain for the jury how that process works as far as you're referring to allegations of child abuse.
Yes,
Is that right?
correct.
Okay, so if you
Yes.
would kind of educate the jury a little bit about how that process works.
So the department receives referrals of reports of abuse or neglect. We receive a report from our Nashville office that receives the intake, then it gets sent over to the worker. And then from there, we review the report, the allegations that came into the report, and then we start following our policy and procedures that can be found, outlined in 14.6 of our policy and procedures, and start investigating, doing internet checks and background searches, and really just start notifying important personnel that need to be involved in the case. For example, like our Child Protective Investigation team in Sullivan County.
All right. Back on February 18th, 2020, did you get a referral that was made on a 15-month-old child by the name of Evelyn Boswell?
Yes.
All right. And was that particular referral assigned to you?
It was.
Okay. For purposes only of explaining why you did what you did, what was the nature of the abuse allegation?
The allegations in the report?
Yes. All right. If you would, go ahead.
Okay. The allegations that came into the report that day state a lack of supervision and physical abuse.
All right. In regards to Evelyn Boswell.
Evelyn Boswell, yes.
Okay. So after you get the referral, what's the first step you take after that?
Typically, the first step when we receive these reports is we would reach out to the person that made the report, and then we would see if there was any additional information that needed to be added or to clarify the report in general. And then from there, my next step was to reach out to any collateral contacts and notify our Child Protective Investigation team partners.
Okay. You used a term or a phrase, collateral contacts. For those of us who don't know, what are you talking about?
Yeah, so a collateral contact would be someone that lives outside the home, anybody that would have information to the report. That's what we refer to whenever I say collateral contact.
Okay. You've identified, and we've talked about the fact that this referral involved Evelyn Boswell. Were you able to identify who the parents of the child were?
I was able to understand that, come to learn that the parents of Evelyn Boswell was, only to my knowledge at that point in time, it was Megan Boswell, the mother.
Okay.
Was the parent.
All right. And did you attempt to locate where Megan Boswell was at that time?
Yes.
Okay. As part of your file there at DCS, do you all obtain birth certificates or other documents that would, identify who the parents of the child were?
Yes.
And did you, in this case, obtain a copy of Evelyn's birth certificate?
I did.
As part of your case file?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis, I'm going to hand you a document and ask you if you can identify it. What is it, sir?
So this is the certificate of live birth for Evelyn May Boswell, child.
Okay. And is that the birth certificate that you obtained of Evelyn for this
Yes.
particular case?
It is.
All right. Judge, we would move to make that exhibit. I believe it's 57.
No objection. 57.
All right. Mr. Lewis, you indicated that you were able to learn where Megan Boswell was that particular time. Did you then, what was the next step in your investigation?
Once I received information from Detective Tracy Jerez, who I was working the case with, that she had sent patrol officers out to the home that Megan Boswell was living at to see if Megan was there, and that she had received information that Megan had just arrived at the home. And then from that point in time, Detective Tracy Jerez and myself decided to go to the home to speak with Megan Boswell.
Okay. And where was this home?
The address is 217 Sandy Point Drive, or Sandy Point Street, Bluntville, Tennessee.
Okay. And just generally, where is that located?
It's in Bluntville. It wasn't
Okay.
far from my office. I couldn't give you.
Okay. It's here in Sullivan County?
Yes, in Sullivan County.
All right. Did it take you all long to get there?
No, it did not take us that long.
Okay. What did you find when you arrived there at that address?
So when we pulled into the address, we saw the patrol officers with Megan Boswell in the garage of the home.
What kind of, just generally describe what kind of home this is for the jury.
The home is it's a 2-story house. It had a basement, larger, more of a typical subdivision type home. From the outside, the appearance, it was very well kept. It was a typical home that you would find in maybe one of your more newer built subdivisions, is the way I would describe it.
All right. So you arrive, Miss Boswell is there at the residence. Is that correct?
Yes.
Anybody else there present with her?
Outside of myself, Detective Tracy Jerez, and the patrol officers, no.
Okay. Was Evelyn there with her?
No.
Okay. What did you do next as far as your investigation was concerned?
My next steps was to notify Megan Boswell of the report that the Department of Children's Services received, the allegations in the report, and to conduct some inquiry as to where Evelyn was, and to ask questions concerning Evelyn, to check on her well-being and her safety. So I initiated the conversation to learn where Evelyn was and to see if we could observe Evelyn to ensure that she was safe and that she was okay.
Okay. Specifically, did you ask Miss Boswell where Evelyn was at that particular time?
I did.
Okay. And what was her response?
Megan informed myself and Detective Tracy Jerez that Evelyn was with Ethan Perry.
Okay. Did you know who Ethan Perry was at that time?
At that time, it come to my knowledge that he was the alleged father of Evelyn Boswell.
Okay. Did Miss Boswell tell you that?
Yes. She did tell me that Evelyn was with her dad.
Okay. Did Megan give you any sort of contact information for how you could get in touch with Ethan?
She did not.
Okay. What was her demeanor while you were talking to her about her daughter?
The way I would describe Megan's demeanor, it wasn't much affect. When I say that, I would say there wasn't much emotion as concern. I didn't notice any concern when speaking with Megan. She just stuck at that point in time to telling us that Evelyn was with Ethan, and then from there, I asked her to show me, of course, evidence that a child had been with her.
Okay. All right. So did you go inside the house with her? How did you do that?
She invited me into the home and walked me through the home. Nothing at that point in time appeared to be observable to be outside of a typical home. I didn't see any safety concerns as far as what we may consider a safety concern for a child at that age. She walked me. I asked to see a crib or a pack and play. She said that those items were elsewhere, that she didn't have any of those items. She proceeded to lead me to the bedroom where she could show me some items of Evelyn's. And so I followed her to the bedroom.
Okay. All right. And did you observe any items?
I asked her what items she did have. She proceeded to tell me that she had an outfit and what she called a memory box.
Okay. You said an outfit. Was that one singular outfit?
I observed one outfit, yes.
Okay. Do you see any other baby items, diapers?
No.
Anything like that?
After she showed me the memory box and opened it to observe some items in it, and the outfit that was still on the hanger, it was new and it hadn't been worn. And she took me downstairs to show me a sippy cup.
Okay. And did you take a photograph or a picture of these items that she showed you?
I did.
All right. Mr. Lewis, I'm going to hand you 4 photographs and ask you if you can identify what's shown in those photos. Do you recognize those?
Yes.
What are they photos of?
This first photo is the photograph of what she described as the sippy cup.
Okay. That's fine. Go to the next one.
And then the next photo I'm looking at is the bedroom that she reported to be staying in with Preston Wood.
Okay. All right. The next one.
The next photo is the photo of the what she described as the memory box.
Okay. Is there one more?
And the next photo is the outfit that she showed to me.
All right.
On the hanger.
And do you recognize those as being the photos that you took that day while you were in the residence?
Yes.
And are they true and accurate photos of what you saw?
Yes.
Judge, we've moved to make those exhibits 58 through 61.
Okay.
There'll be 4 exhibits, 58 and 61.
Judge, I'm going to ask to publish those if I could. Mr. Lewis, I'm showing what's Exhibit 58. What is that photo of?
This is a photo of the cup that Megan Boswell informed me that Evelyn Boswell would drink from.
Is that the only kind of dish or spoon or item of silverware that she showed you that
Yes.
belonged to Evelyn? Now looking at Exhibit 59, what's that a photograph of?
That's a photograph of Megan Boswell standing in the room where she reported to be living with Preston Wood.
Did you observe any items, any baby items, toys, clothing, anything else in that room?
No.
Now looking at Exhibit 60, what is that?
That is the box that Megan Boswell has showed to me that she described as the memory box with items of a rattler, handprint, and footprints of Evelyn.
Okay. Did you take any of these items at this time, or did you just take photographs of them?
I just took photographs.
And now showing you Exhibit 61.
This is a photograph of the outfit that Megan showed me belonged or was Evelyn's, but it was still on the hangers and had tags on it. It's new.
Okay. You tailed off a little bit there. Did you say it still had tags on it?
Yes.
Okay. Any other items of children's clothing that she was able to show you?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed your lunch is here, so we're gonna stop. We'll be back at 1:15. Mr. Lewis, I'm gonna instruct you not to discuss your testimony with any other witness, or allow any witness to discuss their testimony with you, and not watch any of the live stream of the trial. Can you cut that now? And, come back later.
Yes, sir.
So we'll stand for it. You may be seated. Thank you. Be recessed to 1:15.
Okay. Now I got something to say here. Who takes a 2-hour and 15-minute break? Come on now. What are we supposed to do for that time? Hey, hello, bitch. How you doing? Okay. Now hold on a minute. Okay, Jenny. How disappointing. That is a long time. Hold on a minute. Hold up. We are going to go to Facebook because my friend asked me, my sis asked me Hold on a minute. Let me get it. This is really strange. Mhm. This is crazy. Okay, I gotta get my headphones on. Let me get everything. Hey, somebody's Chelsea. I like that name. Okay. 115 people. 115. Yeah, that's crazy. Nothing's going on. They're taking a break already. They're taking a 2-hour, 15-minute break. He said 115. Let me look. Wow. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm going to complain. I'm going to email the judge and complain about this. Come on now. Me and my peoples, we got to clean our homes. You know, we don't have time for this nonsense, Judge. Right? So it would be okay. Right now it's 11 o'clock my time. So it'll be 2:15 your time. Okay. Now, my sis here, I need to go to Facebook. We got a situation going, and it's crazy because I was looking at the mom in the comments of this these people, these children kidnapped. All right, here we go. Oops. All right, we're going to go to the sheriff's office here. Mm-mm-mm. Give me a minute, please. All right, this is important. Is this in Alabama? Yes, Alabama. We've got a situation here in Alabama. All eyes on deck, all you Alabama people. Okay, on January 24th, 2025. How do you say that police department's name? I don't know. Anyways, received a report of a child abuse from Morgan County Department of Human Services. The detective with the PD Family Service Unit was assigned to the case and began the investigation. During the investigation, temporary custody of Lily, grade 9, and her brother Caden, grade 5, was given to family members in Tony, Alabama. Sometime on February 3rd, 2025, their mother, what's her name, Leanna Workrow, went to the family member's house, took both children, and fled. On the February 5th, 2025, it was discovered that Leanna may have fled the state with her children. It is unknown if their stepfather, Zachary, is with them. After meeting with Morgan County DA's office, detectives obtained an interference of custody warrant for Leanna. Based on the evidence, a warrant for the children abuse was obtained for Zachary. Due to the allegations of child abuse, it is believed that the children may be in danger. So they have issued kind of like an Amber Alert, I guess that's what that is out there. It is possible that Leanna is driving a dark-colored Honda displaying Alabama license plate 478A078. Lily is described as 4'5", 70 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. Caden is described as 3'2", 50 pounds, has brown hair, brown eyes. Anybody with info, call. Hold on a minute. I'm going to make this big. 256-341-4638 or 911. Okay, what else? Okay, we already know that. Here's the daughter. There's the mother. Oh, look at that little boy. Here is the little boy, Caden, and this is the abuser right here, Zachary. What's going on here? There's people arguing in the comment section. I will never understand this. If you read my comment, instead of assuming, you would know my daughter was kidnapped. What? I'm confused. Okay, hold on. My daughter was kidnapped in 2006, not 2025. Hello, some of you need your Inspector Gadget decoding ring to understand the traumatic situation this is for a family. I still ain't got over what I went through. Janet, this is what I want to say to you. You do not come into a comment section and argue with people. This has nothing to do with you, okay? I'm sure, like, you understand, but you don't need to be arguing with people. Just saying. Look what I'm doing. Hold on a minute. I thought I seen the grandma in here. Thank you for praying and sharing. I thought I seen the grandma in here. Hold on a minute. Let me look. I think grandma's in here. I'm not looking at my comments. I'll be in StreamYard in a minute, just so you know. I'm not ignoring everybody. I thought I seen. Okay, Melissa Smith. This is the grandma. Yep, there's grandma. These are my babies. Can you all please share? Good. See, let me tell you, people that come into comment sections of stuff like this, you never know if a family member's in there. And look at the grandma's in there. Does the mom have custody or visitation? Is a custody dispute? There isn't much to go on whether they are in real danger or if one parent is just keeping them from the other. Let's see. Hopefully she will come to her senses. As someone who worked in law, family law, she won't get away. She won't get them back that way. Why hasn't it been broadcast till now? I pray you find them. Oh, here comes Jeanette again, or Janet, putting her 2 cents in. Just kidding, people. Just kidding. She said if I had details, I would know a whole lot more. So grandma doesn't know details. Read the article. It's plain, hon. God, what is funny about that? There's nothing funny about that. Wow. Some of you people out there. So grandma quit talking. I don't blame her. Crazy people. There you go. There you have it. Why isn't there a flyer? Somebody's got to make a flyer. They stole the children. No, they are in danger. There's a report of a boyfriend in California. Yeah, he's the abuser. Yeah, the people are sick. I'm going to tag Janet or Jeanette, whatever her name is, and I'm going to tell her to just settle down. Hi, Tasha. I know. I'm going to tag her. Can I make it bigger? Here, I'm going to give you guys a link. You can come look at it. How about that? All right, let's see, huh? I have it on my YouTube. Hold on a minute. Why isn't it? Hold on. There we go. Here we go, people. You can come and read it. There you go. I'm hungry too, and I don't know what I'm going to do. No, thank you so much. No, thank you. That is so sad. I'm so sad. Let's put a bullseye on here. Let's put a bullseye. And what's wrong with this mama here? What's wrong with this mama? Letting her kids be around somebody like that. I'll never understand it. And look at baby Evelyn. Isn't she so cute? You're welcome. Are you eating lunch? I'm still doing dishes. Okay? Because I'm weird and they gotta be in hot water and they have to soak and then I wash them and then I come back. I'm just weird, okay? Everything's gotta be like I mean, I even rinse my dishes before I even wash them, right? But they still have to soak because what if there's food on them? You know, gross. She was my house parent in the children's home. Suzanne Jackson. Okay. Poor kids. Poor kids. Hold on, let's find something. All right, do you guys want to know that something else I'm working on? You guys want to know? I'll tell you a little bit. I'm trying to find if there's anything interesting going on here. Okay, I'm coming back into StreamYard so I can read chat. Does anybody want to know anything I'm working on right now? Anybody? Yes? No? Maybe? Who cares? They aren't clean, being washed. I just weird. Like after I eat, they get rinsed, right? And then when I finally do the dishes of the day, right? Then they're in steaming hot, cold, right? Right. So there's that, people. What am I working on? Oh, you do want to know. Okay. You do? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. See, I would be doing a parody like I do, right? But I just haven't been myself and I'm not looking like Lori right now. I was looking like Lori, but I ain't right now at this present time, people. There's a lot going on and I'm not gonna tell. See, look it. There's me doing Lori Vallow. I was good too. I was good at it. Right? That did make everybody laugh though. That did make everybody laugh. Okay, let's put the baby up here. Hold on. I'm gonna put the baby. Forget the baby's out there. Okay, there's a girl that I'm in communication with that is at a female prison. All female, right? I did that, girl. Oh my God, I did too, a Zap Girl. Oh my God, they were funny too. Oh my God, I'm so bad. Oh my God, okay. Well, if people make me mad, like I would do Bullhorn Betty. I would do um Zap Girl. I did Jonathan Lever. I'm sorry, you guys. Jonathan. Oh my God, I did Justice. Justice for all too. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, no, stop it. Let me finish. Okay, I'm working with the girl that's in a prison, a female prison. Okay, people, do you in your real life? I don't care if don't come for me, and we're going to talk about this. It's a serious situation. There's a problem in women's prisons right now, and I'm going to talk to. I'm going to contact the White House about this. Okay, when I'm working with this girl, that's in a female prison. She's not the only one, mind you. You have trans females that are being left. Do you and your life what you want to do, okay? That's all I'm saying. Do you, but don't bother me, right? Don't bother me. Don't push your stuff on me. You know what I mean? Do you be happy, okay? Now, what's going on now are these trans females are in with biological females prisons, right? And I don't know if you people been hearing, they try to hide it. They try to hide it in the prisons, right? But the girl I'm working with, she's got she's being brave. These women are getting ard by the transgender females. They are being beat up. They are being blackmailed. One of them got pregnant. This is not okay. Not okay. And the only reason why she started talking because this one inmate got released. So let me. Oh God, I gotta be careful how I'm saying things. Now, I looked into this trans female inmate. This trans female inmate has a record dating back to 2000. I don't know, is it 3 or 7? In between there, okay, it all started with narcotics. Then you know what it went to? Guess, guess. Come on, people. I want you in the conversation with me. Guess, guess, guess what this trans female has done. Inmate. Another thing sad about this case, also, they had to live in fear. The prison did not help these biological females. Children, an RSO of children. Yes. Okay. I don't care. That is so wrong. I don't think it's right because this is not the only case that this has happened. But what's crazy is a female got pregnant. Nobody's talking about it though. Oh God, no, let's not talk about it. So I've been talking to her and yeah, so we'll be doing something here in the near future. I don't know when. Right now it's just conversation. Because she's just starting to deal with it, and the only reason why actually there's 4 trans females in there. Now let me tell you something about these trans female inmates. They never got the bottom surgery, and they look like males. Okay. Okay. That's all I want to say. Beard and mustache. This is not okay at all. But then they can't go with the males because they will get ard. So you let them go to biological females, and then they are the females. Come on now. Oh, some of the stuff she told me was so nasty. Oh God, so disgusting what that one inmate did to her. And the person don't do nothing. Wanna know why? They're afraid to be sued. So what here you got these females, right? Biological females that are trying to better their lives. Some of them are victims of abuse of all types, and here they're being violated again on top of the trauma they already have. That's sick. So yeah, that is one I'm working on because I think it's very important, and I'm going to help that girl. I'm going to help that girl get the word out. And guess what I'm going to do? Take a guess. Sorry, I'm taking a drink of water and pop. What I'm doing is I'm finding, I did find this RSO. I know what this RSO is at. I have been handing out the picture to people I know to get the word out of what this RSO has done to children. Yes, I have. That's what I've been doing in the background. You people just think I do Wade Wilson? Oh, no, 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 no. I do a lot more than Wade. Okay? Yes. I am. I am because I'm good at that. Sure am. And I'm warning all parents in that neighborhood. That's right. Sure did. Somebody that messes with children and that ours women or ours people or whatever it may be. Because females do it too. Sadly. We're on break until 1:15 Central Standard Time. This is what I do. This is what I do. And people are taking that from me. People are taking all this good work I do because they're in love with an unreliable craziness. Somebody they'll never ever see or touch or talk to. Fucking weird. Oops, it's weird. But yeah, so yeah, there you have it. There you have it. I'm going after the RSO. Sure have. And I'm not wishing harm on the RSO, right? I just feel that it's a public right to know where this individual is and what this individual has done. I'm sorry, they need to know because this area where this RSO went, it's one of those areas that are not familiar with or is foreign of trans females, if that tells you anything. Yeah. With a town of like 400 people, yes. Think you're going to sit there and hide up there? No, 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 no. No, you're not going to hide. I'm going to find you. No, they're not going to. I worked. You know what? I love what I do. And I think it's sad that they're trying to take it all away from me. They're not even paying attention to anything. They don't even know how United States law works here. They don't know because you know what? They don't speak English. They don't understand. When after about when COVID was running wild. Dang right. Dang right. I'm not wishing harm on that trans female. However, you know what? You're going to sit there and harm children. I'm going to let people know who you are. And especially you went after those females in that prison. Don't worry, people. I will be talking about it on my channel, and I will be showing him. Sorry. Yeah, I said it. I will be showing him. Yeah. I don't care that he changed his name to a girl name. He hasn't transitioned. Okay? And what he did to those women in that prison is ugly and gross. And got away with it. I mean, come on. Somebody gets pregnant? Why isn't anybody talking about it? Mm-hmm. We have many. Oh, God, it's so gross. Isn't it just nasty? And then I think it's sick that so many of them are like protected. I don't understand it. I don't know. Who cares about the children? You know, who cares about the children? Let's worry about this RSO. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna see what's going on the internet. Hold on, give me a minute. Does anybody want to watch another trial, or should we all come back at? Should we just come back at 1:15? That is federal prison. Oh! I just hurt myself. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. We come back at 1:10 Central Standard Time. I mean, come on. I could see if it's an hour and 15-minute break, but 2 hours? Are you? Okay. All right. Okay, my beautiful people. We will come back at 1:10 because I'm just going on and on and on. If I had all that information, hi, Charlotte. Yeah, I got to finish doing my nasty dishes. Okay. 1:10. We'll do it 1:10. But yeah, look forward to that. Me, you know, I might even drive somewhere, people. Ain't I horrible? Come on now. I might take a road trip somewhere and confront somebody messing with women like that. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay, love you guys. Oh my God. Goodbye.